Cool. Put that there. Left, right. Good. Here you go. Put your headphones in. Oh, I'm so excited.
Me too.
Like I said, I've only played the first game once, and I've played the second game never.
Well, yeah, because we never got it.
Damn you, Japan, with your cool games that you never seem to give to other people unless it's 30 years later. Almost 30 years later. Not even 30 years later. This game series is not that old.
I forgot how loud this is.
I'm a simple man. I see Edgeworth, I click. Hell yeah.
Hey!
Also, beep. Copy link. Welcome in. How you doing? And you just caught us at the very beginning, which is very fortunate. Bam. There we go.
Language set to English, yeah. Or health warning. Oh, okay. Then let me...
What is up? Health warning. Oh no. Careful. Edgeworth's sheer unbridled sexiness may cause floods.
Oh, Jesus.
Alrighty.
You nasty.
You nasty. Alrighty. So, fun fact, I guess. Not really a fun fact so much as a declaration. So the thumbnail that I have right now is only temporary. Kelsey.
Yeah, because I'm drawing the actual thumbnail.
Kelsey will be drawing the actual thumbnail, and based what I've seen so far of her work, it's going to be lovely.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be great.
Oh, I can't wait. I got a little glimpse of it, and I was just like, yes, beautiful, perfect, sublime.
Oh, there. Damn, we can choose.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Which one should we go with?
I wanted the HD edition.
Okay.
Like, sure, the pixel art looks nice. To be fair, you can change it at any time.
Okay.
What will the actual thumbnail be? So, there's
You'll
apparently...
see.
I'll give a small spoiler. There's a bit of promotional art for this game where it's like Edgeworth, standing and pointing, and then the other female character that, we don't want to spoil for Kelsey's sake, is like kind of doing this like superhero pose. And, Kelsey put her own little embellishment on it.
Yep. If
Yeah,
you want to call it that.
Yeah, embellishment. Turnabout visitor.
Oh boy.
Yeah, don't worry. Like, I really do like how they give you the option to switch between the HD and the pixel art. Like, you can do it whenever.
Yeah. March 14th, 1:16 a.m.
Make sure the defendant is found guilty. What other choice do I have? That's the job of a prosecutor, after all. That may be true, but why? Why go this far? Sorry, maybe I wasn't clear enough. But a guilty verdict is all that matters to me. No matter what the cost.
Shit.
I'm a prodigy among prosecutors. I need to decide on what kind of voice I need to give this guy.
He looks dumb.
He looks dumb? No way. I know the perfect voice to give him, and you'll understand why.
March 14th, 2:05 a.m. Prosecutor's building, 12th floor hallway.
God, this looks nice.
Yeah, it does. Oh, wow.
Prince!
Hey, Prince!
Prince! You're here!
Look!
Look at how beautiful this looks. Like, god damn.
I definitely do want to see what the pixel art will look like.
When, we get the chance.
Yeah.
How's it going, dude? How's it going, dude?
How's it going?
We gotta have one night where we stream. Yeah. I really hope, because for those who've watched the new highlights, yeah, for some strange reason, the quality on the first, 2 cases of Ace Attorney, don't look as crisp. And I found out it's because my settings, messed up on the capture card. I fixed it, but I still don't want that happening again.
Yeah.
But so far, this looks great. Oh, it's hard to believe that I've been away from my office for a whole month. I hope Detective Gumshoe has been keeping an eye on my office and keeping it clean. The door's unlocked. Detective Gumshoe? Oh yeah, fuck, that's right.
Pikmin jump scare.
I really hope it's not coming through twice.
Oh no, is it?
If it's coming through twice, we can just turn down the microphone a little bit.
Yeah, we could.
Or bring it a little closer. Maybe not that close.
Where it's in the,
There we go. Okay. What's this smell? Very familiar.
There's a second
Blood?
one. There's a second one coming through just faintly.
Okay, and that's easy enough to fix. Just turn down that speaker volume.
Which way?
That way.
That way?
Yes. Counterclockwise. That's not counterclockwise.
Wait.
Little bit more. Thank you. Alrighty. We good now?
Yeah.
Alright. The smell. Blood?
Oh boy.
Shit's always happening in this office, isn't it?
Yeah, right? Oh no.
That's cool. Wow. It actually has a shocked expression face.
Yeah.
They really did just redraw everything. That's awesome. Oh, what the?
Oh fuck.
What's the meaning of this? Freeze.
Did not hear a second one on that, bra.
There. All right, turn it just a little tiny bit. That should be good. Okay. Freeze. Identify yourself. Shut up. You've got some nerve committing murder in a prosecutor's office.
Yeah, seriously. How dare you?
Is that a threat? Let me make one thing very clear. What? No one gets away with committing murder in my office. No one. You'll be paying for that hole in the wall.
And that hole in my... in the frame holding up my suit.
That cost me thousands of dollars.
That was very expensive.
My name is Miles Edgeworth.
But then again, everything is expensive in today's economy.
Yeah. Although I was quite happy. Yo, Tats, what's up?
Hey!
Objection!
Hello,
Hey.
Tats.
Tats, oh boy, you're gonna love this.
I come in and the first thing I hear Kelsey say is hole.
Amatsu, what's up?
Hi, Amatsu.
So I'm actually quite proud of my... I'm actually happy with this. I went to go get food ready for tomorrow, because we're going to a St. Patrick's Day party.
At my sister's place.
And I decided...
Oh, so a gun is this game? Don't buy it.
Yeah, so...
Everyone gives Edgeworth the same voice and I love it.
Brain. Yeah, okay, so I said I was going to make mac and cheese. All told, it was about $30, which is not terrible for, a party-sized portion of mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Anyway, My name's Miles Edgeworth, and I work as a prosecutor in my local district. Little did I know that upon my return home after a month abroad, I would be thrusted into a multitude of cases. It's a very frantic and busy days. It's an understatement.
Oh boy. March 14th, 2:56 a.m. High Prosecutor's Office. Offices room 1202.
I finished photographing the victim's body, sir. Very well. Please continue in your investigation. Yes, sir.
Boy.
Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Are you okay, sir? Keep it down, detective. This is a crime scene.
Oh, I missed this.
Oh, good old Gumshoe.
I missed you, Gumshoe.
When I heard the murder had taken place in your office, I ran up here straight away.
Oh, so
God, dude.
so guess what?
Gumshoe.
So guess what I found out today?
What's up?
So the new character in Honkai Star Rail, the one that looks like Gilgamesh.
Yeah? Is he a detective?
No, apparently he's voiced by Patrick Warburton's son.
Oh my God!
I think that's what my online friend told me.
I've got to hear this now.
And honestly, I can hear it.
I need to hear this now. This is Dick Gumshoe. He's a detective with the local precinct. I'm the one they assigned to handle this murder case for the time being. You're looking a little pale, sir. Are you hurt? No, I'm perfectly fine. However... Ah! Look what they did to your office. It's totally trashed. I'll say. Culprit sullied my floor with dirt rather well. Oh, dirt! Worse than the blood.
No, begins with an M. What was it?
The character or the actor?
No, the character. What's it? My Day? It's M-Y-D-E-I. That's how it's spelled. And he just looks like Gilgamesh.
No one gets away with tracking mud into my office. The blood? Not a problem. But mud! How dare they? Well, sounds like you're getting really burned up over this whole thing. This crime was committed in my office, so it is my responsibility to solve it. Oh, that's just like you, Mr. Edgeworth. Okay, time to do some investigating. Agreed. Our first course of action is to gather relevant facts and leads. We must not overlook anything, no matter how small, if we are to find the truth. So I'll keep any leads or information we find etched into the forefront of my mind. Speaking of things that pique my curiosity, why of all places did the murder occur in my office?
Crime scene, my office. Is it really coincidence that the murder took place in my office?
I get the nagging feeling this is something important to keep in mind. So, yeah. R's the court record, essentially.
Alright.
Yeah, I was wondering that myself, sir. I mean, can't really say it's just a coincidence, can you? No, not really. Especially because of this. Goodness. Kelsey, there's something up with that cough.
There really isn't.
Why does Gumshoe sound like Joe Swanson? Because that's the voice that I've decided to go with him. Especially because of this. Key to your office. For security reasons, this office's door has a lock built into it. As with most doors. What do you mean, sir? If you think about it carefully and use logic, it should come clear to you. Logic. By finding the connection between two pieces of information...
What is this logic you speak of, sir?
What is this logic? That's some kind of Theoretical physics. No.
No.
No, it's not. By finding them and connecting them, new information is born.
Oh yeah, another thing about Honkai Star Rail, the character of Venturing, Mr. Boob Window, his banner rerun has been pushed back. Oh yeah, he does have a boob window.
A peck window.
Yeah, peck window.
That is the end result of using logic. So how do you use it? First I recall the information we've gathered with L, and then I connect them together with X.
Oh my god.
Now to use N and recall the facts. Click. So, is it really coincidence that the murder took place in my office? So you just kind of press A, and then press A again. And connect! For security reasons, all prosecutors' doors are outfitted with locks. Which means it would have been hard for the murderer and the victim to get in here.
Another also makes you really, 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 really...
Oh,
Huh?
I think I understood what he was trying to say. Does it have something to do with what you posted the other day, Amatsu? With apparently somebody was live streaming and some guy just killed him.
Huh?
Here, was it a general? Nope. Was it a Weeb Corner? Yes.
Oh, that. Yeah, no, I read that. That was like, what the
Jesus.
Yeah, that was terrible to read.
Like, why? Did the person even have a reason? Other than, oh boy, gonna turn this live stream into a snuff film.
Well, apparently it's because he gave her money and she didn't give it back to him.
Oh, Christ.
Or whatever.
Oh, Christ. Oh. And yeah, Invincible is in Fortnite.
Can everything stop being in Fortnite?
Mm-hmm. You know...
Yeah, that's what I read. Like, I read the article, and that's what it said, that they had interacted in real life.
Also, forgot to mention Gato mentioning himself as the legendary prosecutor, but to just not win once means being better than Gato. That's kind of true. Gato never won a single case. At least as Gato.
Yeah, but I like Gato better.
Yeah, I know you do. No, you do. So,
I'm not even hiding it anymore.
You weren't hiding it to begin with.
Exactly.
You have a giant neon sign strapped to your back saying, "I'm a major Gato simp."
Can you blame me?
No. Which means it would have been hard for the murderer and the victim to get in here. Ergo, it's impossible to dismiss the location of this crime as mere coincidence.
Hey, hey! I got another fellow Gato simp.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, sir. There must be a reason why someone infiltrated my room. What was the killer after?
Why did this happen in my office? What was the killer after?
You're really on the ball today, Mr. Edgeworth. That's some beautiful logic, sir. Yes, well, when you follow leads to their conclusion, only the truth remains. However, if the information doesn't line up properly, I may stray far from the truth as well.
You don't want that.
But if I think carefully before piecing leads together, the logic should flow. Sir, would you mind giving me an example of some logic? Well, you see...
Oh, whoops. I thought you were reading it. No, I seriously thought you were reading it. I thought you were reading it!
We gotta get that itchy trigger finger looked at, Kelsey.
I swear to God, I thought you were reading it.
Anyway, I was just gonna make a dumb joke. It's like, give me an example of some logic, sir. And you see, you don't do your job, you don't get paid. Ergo, you don't get money to pay for food. You're not gonna actually do that, right, sir? Sir? Anyway, well, let's get started with our investigation, shall we? Yes, sir. Begin investigation.
Oh boy.
Basics of any good investigation is to examine everything,
The
sir.
basis.
That's it. I know that. When I want to examine something, I simply use A when I'm next to it. If you ever feel lost and want to talk, just use X. Okay. I'll give you a great, precise advice as an ace investigator, sir. Something to try later if I have free time, I suppose. And you can walk around!
Oh, damn, this is nice.
Look at this. God, it's gorgeous.
I know.
Now, real quick, let's switch over to pixel art, because we can.
So how do we do that?
Plus. Gameplay? No? Surely there's a way to do it. No, that's not it. I thought we could. I thought we could do it on the fly. Sad. Yo, Mass, what's up? Oh, well, yeah, let's go. You called, sir.
Hello, Mast. Want to say anything?
Is there anything you noticed that you'd like to share, Detective Gumshoe? Or maybe try looking at the gun at your feet. Just that I rushed over as soon as I heard the murder in your office, sir. The investigation's just gotten started, so I guess there's not much else to say. So, you're the one who found the body, Mr. Edgeworth. Unfortunately, upon my return, I found my office door to be unlocked. And what awaited me inside was this whole messy affair. Ouch, that's rough. How's it going? Oh, it's going great.
Yeah.
Now that we're playing this?
Hell yeah.
That's rough, sir. That's rough, buddy. Even though I left the security of this room to a certain detective... Sorry, sir. I assume you understand how to conduct investigations, Detective Gumshoe? Yeah, of course, sir. Examine anything and everything with A.
Okay, A.
Yeah, by checking various things out, we can gather all sorts of evidence and information. You can see the evidence we've collected with R. For information. For information and leads, it's L. Yeah, that's it. Great job, sir. L for logic. A thing I still don't understand. Deductive reasonable is the way to go. It's called deductive reasoning, Detective. Clearly something you lack.
Oh, Gumshoe.
He's just a silly little guy. What have we here? Could this perhaps be the murder weapon? If so, it would mean that the killer made their escape after disposing of the gun here. I think I've seen one of these before. Care to enlighten me as to where? Ah, I know. I was issued the exact same model. I think. Detective, I don't really like guns all that much. I mean, they're really dangerous. Now that I think about it, you do see this model around the precinct a lot, sir. I don't use mine much, except for in emergencies, so that's why I didn't recognize it. It's the same type of revolver as the ones issued or used by the precinct's detectives.
Found at the crime scene, it's the same model as those used by precinct detectives. Okay.
So, you called, sir.
Oh, I'm trying to talk to the detective. Oh, okay.
Do you have anything to
Or
report?
the police,
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I mean.
Sir, yes, sir. Nothing out of the ordinary right now, sir. And yet there's something out of the ordinary right in front of my eyes. Talk about a contradiction. Something out of the ordinary, huh? I should look around a bit more. Not my chessboard! Ah, they even knocked over your chess set.
How dare they?
I had it all set up ready for when you got back. I figured we could play a few games. I had no idea you were interested in chess.
Gumshoe knows how to play chess?
Yeah.
Has he ever won?
Probably not. Oh, I'm actually pretty good at checkers, so I thought I'd give chess a try. In that case, I suppose I can set some time aside after we solve this case. Though I don't expect the games to tax my mental acuity much. Mean.
Oh my god, that is mean.
They finished photographing the body, so it should be alright to examine this area. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Actually, should I tell what that one idea I had for a thumbnail?
Yes.
So I had this idea where it's like me as Edgeworth, and then there's a chess set, and then it's like me sitting there like really like squinting and like veins bursting in my head as I'm like trying to look at the chess, and then Kelsey is just like looking back with a smug look on her face, and then it's like thought bubble. He has no idea I don't know how to play.
I really don't. It's true, I really don't know how to play chess.
Hello.
Hello.
Mafiosa? Right? That Mafiosa, am I saying that correctly? Welcome in.
Mafioso,
Mafiosa. I'm gonna call you Mafiosa. Let's see here. There's blood all over his lower abdominal area. The abdominals.
Oh, it looks like it's, lower than that, even. Sorry, I guess I guess I'm... I guess... I still got Mara on the brain. No, I don't. I had to add the
right.
because the name was taken.
Gotcha. Makes sense. I have Mara on the brain. What a wild thing to say.
I was joking.
Continue. Oh, it looks like the bullet passed clean through his stomach area, sir. In other words, he was shot. Yeah, until the autopsy's done, I don't think we'll know much more than that. Please have the body sent to the morgue once they're done processing the crime scene. Crime scene notes.
Bullet went clean through the victim's abdomen. Body was found at around 2:05 a.m.
Are you gonna be okay with keeping track of the evidence we find, sir? Of course. This is the safest way I know to keep track of it all. Alright, if you say so. Edgeworth's got that eidetic memory.
Yeah. I wish I had that.
Yeah, me too. I keep all the evidence I find either in or with my organizer. When I want to re-examine a piece, I have but to press R to open my organizer.
Is Twitch chat supposed to not show up on the stream?
Yeah, so I want to figure out how to make like an overlay that, you know, has like the game on one window, the webcam on another window, and then like both the YouTube and the Twitch chat. But unfortunately, I don't know how I can do it in a way that looks both aesthetically pleasing and not, like, squishes everything down, you know? Still working on it. I've been trying a lot to fix it. Had to ask Ryan for some help because he knows graphic design. But the organizer isn't only for evidence. I keep people's profiles on hand in it too. I know, this game, like, the whole series has great music.
It does.
I thought all the evidences were in their pocket. It's like, oh yes, this gun. Allow me to put it in my pocket. Bang! Probably a good idea to make a habit of checking the facts often. Now what else we got? What do we have here? I think I've seen one of those before. It's a police badge, detective. Ah, hey, I have the exact same thing, actually. What a coinky-dink. Take a look inside. Buddy Faith. Mr. Buddy Faith. It would appear that our victim was a detective, just like you.
According to his badge and ID, Buddy Faith was a precinct detective. Looks like the guy cheddar bobbed himself. What's cheddar bob?
I don't know, but that sounds like an old-timey thing. It's
it
like,
does.
it looks like this guy cheddar bobbed himself. I seem to have gathered a few pieces of pertinent information. Now to calmly use some logic and figure out if any of them are connected to each
This
other.
or that. Edgeworth or Gumshoe?
Ooh, Gumshoe. Just so funny. He's just a big old goob.
What are we talking? Like, in what terms are we talking about?
I don't know. My vote is just Gumshoe because he's just funny.
Neither Gatto.
Ah, okay. It's from the movie 8 Mile. Got it.
Ah.
All right. Well, Kelsey, time to use some logic.
Hopefully you get that sorted out. Twitch chat doesn't load other messages for me sometimes unless I refresh.
Aw, that sucks. That's a shame. Yeah, I definitely do want to try looking into that a little bit better. Oh, files are all over the floor, sir. They probably fell during the struggle between the victim and his killer.
My files are a mess, pointing to a struggle between the victim and the killer.
Bing. Oh, I tried so hard to keep this place spotless while you were away. I mean, this just rendered all the time and effort I put in pointless. Don't recall ever asking you to clean my room. Well, I water the flowers every day, just like you requested, sir. I just added cleaning to the list as a weekend special. Oh, also, thank you for the follow. I didn't hear it go off.
Thank
Did you?
No.
Damn. Yeah, I didn't hear it go off, but thank you for the follow. I appreciate that.
You just got pizza today? Nice.
Ooh, good old pizza. We had salmon en croûte.
Yes.
Did you like it?
It was okay.
Okay. Maybe I need to make it a little bit better. Okay. I think
It was your first
Thinner-
time. I think it was your first time making
yeah,
it.
I
so
think a thinner puff pastry would have made it a little bit better.
probably.
Oh, although, look, I gotta show you. I took this picture
Well,
before I actually baked it. It's a little fish.
oh my god.
God damn it. Like a big sunfish almost.
Oh damn.
Oh, pepperoni is
Ooh.
classic. Great. No notes. Excuse me, for about half a day every Saturday, I'd come in and clean this place till it sparkled. Does he have a life? Hey man,
Poor Gumshoe.
he's fucking cleaning your room for you, jeez. Oh, I don't believe it. I packed those files on those shelves so tight. And not even an earthquake would make them fall off, but just look at them. Hey, Breeze of One, what's up?
Hey.
I like pineapple on pizza. As long as there's ham on it, I can deal with it. Yeah. Like, Hawaiian pizza? Pretty good. Have you had a Hawaiian pizza, hun?
No,
Really?
never.
I like it. It's people shit on pineapple on pizza, but I can get behind it simply because you get that sweet and that savory from like putting ham or bacon on there. Really good. Real good.
Nick,
Yes.
why do you have Nikkei open?
Only the launcher. It's only the launcher. Who is this woman? This is my girlfriend, Kelsey.
Hi.
She's also the one that has done the thumbnail for the Persona streams.
Yep.
And has done many other art
Did
pieces.
so much shoot. Thank you. I'm glad I'm not the only one who thought it looked like it looked like it was in that area. Thank you, Tats. Hello, Breeze of Own It.
Won it, yes. That's a Earthbound reference.
Oh
You haven't played Earthbound yet, right?
no,
You should fix that one day. It's quite good.
I should.
So yes,
Wait, it wasn't in that. No, it was in his stomach.
it's his stomach.
But it really does look like it's in that area.
Butters, you don't shoot a man in the dick.
Oh, okay.
At this rate, the rest of the files won't be able to withstand an earthquake at all. A problem to be sure. Well, once the investigation is over, we'll put them back up on the shelf. Anything else? We looked at the body, we looked at the shells.
I think this is it.
Can we look at the blood?
Well,
not
no.
that blood yet.
Nope.
Nope, no blood, not even the dick. We can't examine the dick?
No.
What do you mean? I'm right here, sir.
Alright, so now...
I guess, yeah, back up. There's nothing of interest here.
Oh, whoops.
B, there it is. Keep investigating, I suppose. Ooh, damn. Complete inbox of Earthbound. Hell yeah.
Ooh.
Well, we still got a little
Try
bit more.
using logic.
Still got a little bit more investigation. I hope we can solve this case quickly. I'd like to return to relaxing on this sofa. That thing looks like a billion times softer than my mattress at home. And I sit on it too, just for a little while, sir. Detective Gumshoe, you know I can't allow that.
Can I sit on your lap then while you sit on the couch? While you sit on the sofa?
Maybe when the other officers aren't here. Yay! Until this case is solved, neither of us has time to spare, let alone rest. You're right, sir. I'm gonna work hard to be a real trooper to the end.
My strategy guide and box are
Repro copies?
repro
reproduction copies.
Reproduction copies. I'm not spending $2,000 for a damn box.
Is that really how much they cost now? Fuck me. Oh, fuck.
Also, I own 2 CIB.
Complete inbox.
Complete inbox of Sola to Robo.
I feeks. Oh, no, Prince beat me to it. Thank you.
Thank you, Prince.
Thanks.
Fucking bots.
Stupid bats. Grimy Mike. What a name. If that was an actual person and not a bot, what a name.
Yeah, right.
So yeah.
You
I
read
did,
it?
I
Okay.
did, yes. Even once this case is over, I don't think he can afford to take any time off.
No, he cannot
Poor
because
Gumshoe.
because he's at because he's at Von Karma's beck and call.
Oh.
Wait, how could you tell if someone is a bot?
Basically they say, hey, want cheap viewers, and then like
Yeah.
usually a bunch of like garbage text.
Yeah. It reminds me of Filthy Frank.
Like Grimy Mike and Filthy Frank. Wow. You know, how's it coming along? Please, I need absolute silence. Fingerprint lifting is a delicate art. Well, I never. Can we just talk about, like, I couldn't tell from, like, the original pixel art. This is all his fucking tea.
Oh, damn.
He organizes his tea, Kelsey.
He's got that autism.
He's got the tea autism.
He's got that tea autism. Another tell is when they try to peddle their art or shit like that.
That too, yes.
Lost Cousins.
Oh, I love the ones where it's like, Death Knight Dave, he gets them all the time on his streams and I have to like moderate, but like most of the time he's like, no, it's okay, Nick, it's okay, and I'm like, Dave, let me ban them.
Wait, what do I have to watch? Prince? Did I say something wrong?
Probably the autism bit. Maybe. But I don't know.
I mean, it wasn't in a bad way, but...
Yes.
Edgeworth absolutely has autism, and because he is a Steel Samurai fanboy. He is. Yes, he is.
Yup. In fact, why don't we examine it right now? Well, it's a good thing my steel samurai doll was spared any harm.
Okay.
Okay, good, yeah.
I know some autistic people, I know some autistic people that are very, very neat. I have Asperger's and it didn't bother me at all.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
It's just really funny now because it's just like, we don't say hyperfixation anymore. We say they have the insert thing here autism.
I mean, like, no, we still pretty much say hyperfixation.
Yeah, but, you know.
I fucking knew he'd say something like that.
It's like, my office is an utter pigsty, but my steel samurai doll, spotless. Here, hold still, baby. There we go.
Did you read it?
Yes.
Okay.
Speaking of which, still haven't actually sat down and watched any of that show.
Oh no, a murder happened. At least my steel samurai figure is safe. I'm autistic too, and I'm a mod. It's my job to give these two crap.
Fair.
Fair.
Also fair. Also
fair.
reasonable.
Very fair.
What's it about again? Well, I don't know much about it myself, but the hero of the Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo Tokyo, is the Steel Samurai. And his goal is to defeat the evil magistrate as a show geared towards kids. However, its high production values and riveting plot draws in a number of adults as well.
Including yourself.
Spin-offs like the Pink Princess, warrior of a little old Tokyo, and the Nickel Samurai. Along with the deluge of merchandise, and even a new stage show gives it premise.
Gives it presence.
That's it. You sure know a lot. Be sure you're not some sort of rabid fanboy. Of course not! Anyone that keeps up with society knows at least this much. And that conversation lasted longer than expected. Let us return to the investigation.
Oh, Edgeworth. He's so adorable.
Oh, it's been a while since I've sat at this desk.
Closeted steel samurai fans, I swear. You tune in every Saturday, you're not fooling anyone.
Do you know about Fuga Melodies of Steel? Is that the one by the same people that did Solo Torobo? Because I think so.
I've never heard of that. Bro, no one cares, Edgeworth. Stop yapping.
Let him yap. Like closeted fans of G4. Oof. Excuse me. Goodness gracious. Great balls of fire.
I've actually never watched G4. I was too young back then, I think.
Pretty sure you were not too young. If I was watching it in my teens.
Oh. Well, I guess I just didn't know about it then. Anyway. Did you read this?
Yes. Well, okay. I don't... Listen, I don't have an issue with furry stuff. And for the most part, like, it is just jokes about, like, Nick likes the furry games. When it's like, listen, just because I've played Sly Cooper and Ratchet and Clank, and because I've played a bunch of other games that have furry characters in it, does not mean I'm a furry.
See, I know how to troll these guys, Nick especially.
Oh, hi, Mafioso. What's up?
Now you're in two places at once.
Huzzah. That's the best way to avoid all the ads.
True.
It's so tidy that it looks newer than when I first bought it. Oh, yeah, that thing's so polished it makes the mirrors jealous.
It's Kelsey, but yeah, he's not a furry.
Thank you.
Although when years ago I used to joke that he was.
Yes, even you used to joke.
I was joking though. I wasn't
know.
actually serious about it. Even if I
Listen.
thirst for furry
Oh,
woman,
no.
I don't consider myself a furry and don't want to be part of the community at all, to be honest.
Oh no.
He's a scaly for Sidon.
We get there when we get there.
Who's
When we
that?
get to, he's a big fish man from Legend of Zelda.
Oh.
But Kelsey, I think you'd like him too, just because he's a fucking himbo. Like, the himboest of himbo.
We shall see.
So yeah, that thing's so polished it makes mirrors jealous. Don't tell me you've had no other work to do the entire time I was away, Detective. My job is to protect your office, sir. You did such a good job protecting it that a murder occurred in it. That's harsh, sure. I have to admit the desk never looked better, so I guess I can't dock his pay.
Damn, you
Jesus
actually
Christ.
you were actually gonna do that.
He considered it. Is this yet another batch of fresh flowers? Oh, ones that come with a card attached every month like clockwork for you. Yeah. Speaking of that, let's see what's on the card this month, sir. All will be resolved. Wendy.
Oh God! We really can't ever escape her, can we? We can't ever escape her!
Oh, Miss Irony, how painful are thy thorns. Wendy. Isn't that the name of the old lady with the whiny voice that's stalking? That's enough, Detective. You need not remind me further.
The one that calls you Edgy Poo?
Don't say her name. If you say her name, she appears.
Well, she's not Beetlejuice.
Ah, it's your trophy. The, Knight of Prosecutors, right? King of Prosecutors.
The one that broke.
Yeah, and it's not a trophy, it's a shield. They only send us to the winning prosecutor, right? Yes, but I have no real interest in the perceived worth of other people. As for my own worth, that is something only I can determine for myself. That's so slick, sir. I'm gonna have to try saying that sometime. Also, the real question is if I follow more furry artists or composers, it's hard to keep count. Hey, furry artists make a lot of money. The point where it's
Yeah.
actually, like, crazy. She's a Joe Henry clone, but female and world. God.
Who's Joe Henry?
Help me out here, Matsu. Say it like I totally know what you're saying, but Kelsey needs the explanation. Sorry. Unfortunately for him, his monetary worth is tied directly to his worth to me.
Oh, jeez.
Ah, watch out for the teacup fragment there, sir. That killer is going to pay. This tea set cost me $5,000.
Really? You bought a tea set for $5,000?
Why do you think I keep docking a pay, Detective?
Oh my God.
Edgeworth wouldn't.
Joe Henry is a wrestler with the stupidest, catchiest theme song in the
Gotcha.
world, more than an anime theme song, and I'm not joking.
I was like, he's a wrestler, but I'm like, is he though? I had to confirm. Yikes, you're really mad over this. This tea set is very dear to my heart and can only be bought in England. It costs more than your whole month's paycheck. I was just kidding, but okay. Whoa. Now I feel like the killer's wasted one of my monthly paychecks.
More of a coffee guy, but okay, Edgeworth, not because of Gato.
I am also a coffee man.
I like coffee too, but I also do like tea.
I had some coffee on the counter, but I was like, it's too late.
Yeah, no, after a certain point, you probably should drink coffee.
Yeah, unless it's decaf. I can
Yeah.
use some decaf, but
All right, so I guess now we do.
it's logic time.
It's logic time. All right, the killer's goal.
Should I be looking up a little walkthrough just in case?
Possibly.
Sure. Oh yeah, I saved some memes that I wanted to show you from the Nikkei subreddit. Are you ready?
Yes.
Checkmate, Laplace. Ain't no windows to break in here. Heroic entrance!
Oh my god.
Blossom, actually you read because you like Flora.
Blossom, I'm respecting your privacy by knocking, but asserting my concern as a Nikkei in need of help by coming in anyway.
And now finally, just...
Yes.
Tickle, 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 tickle.
Oh.
Anyway, sorry, here we go. I know this game is good, but I'm so looking forward to getting to the other game. I know, me too, because it'll be fresh and new.
Yeah.
So here, just go ahead and think about this while I pull up a walkthrough. Let's see. Also, WWE 2K25 DLC is Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin, Julia Stephanie Thacker special? I don't know who that is. And a celebrity guest to be announced. Unfortunately, I haven't really played any of the WWE games in a really long time. I used to play the shit out of SmackDown vs. Raw 2000. Here we go. 2007. Oh. Old. Alright, cool. So the victim was a detective. Is that what you're trying to piece together first?
I'm not great at this stuff.
So here, what we know so far, right? The killer had a goal.
Yeah.
But we don't know what that goal is.
Yeah.
There were signs of a struggle between the victim and the killer.
Yep.
The victim was a detective.
Yep.
And the revolver used to shoot him belongs to the precinct detectives.
Yeah.
So, logically, both the victim and the killer are detectives, right?
Oh.
Logically. Oh, remember Valhalla? The team behind that is making some cyberpunk. Yes, I did. Sukeban games. So, victim was detective and revolver.
So I was right.
Yes.
Okay.
Connect. The revolver, a standard model used by detectives. Could it have belonged to our recently departed?
That's what I was thinking.
Detective Gumshoe, could you please thoroughly check the victim's body one more time? Yes, sir. On it now, sir. Although, if I'm being honest, I really hope they release the sequel to Valhalla. We gotta get around to that. It's so good. Such a good game.
I did put it on my Steam wish list.
6 squared tomorrow? Wait, 6 squared? 6 squared.
What's 6 squared?
Am I stupid and I don't understand? Oh, 30 cents. Wait!
Oh,
Prince!
It's your
happy almost birthday!
Oh shit! Happy birthday!
Happy almost birthday! Well, shit! Have fun tomorrow.
Yeah.
Cause yeah, we're gonna go to a party. You have fun at whatever you have planned, you know? Everybody, say happy birthday to Prince Dobler. He has been my faithful mod for 4 years now, right?
5. Probably, right?
No, because Prince didn't come in until a little bit after when we started streaming,
Oh, okay.
Fire Emblem.
Okay.
So yeah, like roughly 4 years. Getting close to 5.
Really? I thought he was already around for... Huh. Okay.
Ooh. Fogo de Chao. Sounds like a nice either Spanish or Portuguese restaurant.
Nice. Anyway.
Yeah, like Prince joined basically like after all that.
Okay.
And yeah, a little bit after, like I streamed a little bit on my own for a while, but then you wanted to join in with Fire Emblem.
Yep.
Brazilian. So, Portuguese. It was close. Yeah, excuse me, pal. Let's see what we've got here. Oh god, I got shot in the dick! Mr. Edgeworth, sir. This guy's wearing a gun holster. Ah, so it was his gun. Got it. Yo, beat the neon.
I just finished that What Are They Saying Punch-Out video.
Yeah. It do be the most popular video on the channel. So it appears that our killer somehow managed to take the victim's gun from him. Victim's revolver data jotted down in my organizer.
We assume that this gun is the murder weapon it was issued to the victim.
This guy got his gun yoinked.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we can find out about this revolver. As I always say, you gotta look really carefully at each piece of evidence. You can use R to rotate an object. There is no such thing as a bad angle. Use L and R to zoom in and out and get the nitty-gritty. Check this gun. Yeah, going through another Punch-Out phase. I really wish Nintendo would bring back Punch-Out. I wish they make, like, I don't know. Hell, why not a remake of, like, Super Punch-Out? You know? That game's kind of different. Like, compared to the original and the remake. Looks like only one round was fired from this. Got the blue. Oh boy. Mega Cat, I got a question for you. Have you ever played like this game, like fully all the way through to the end? Cause let's just say 2 of our least favorite characters come back.
What?
Yep.
What?
Yep. The Valhalla VN sequel is still being made? Okay, cool. As long as it's still being made. There has been an official novel for Valhalla, though. I'd be interested in reading that. Yep. You didn't play Investigations. Okay, good. Then I won't say anything more. But, if you know, you know. Wow, so the killer killed the Vic with just one shot after wrestling the gun from him.
I'm scared.
Sounds like the guy knew how to handle a gun, huh,
Don't
Mr.
tell
Edgeworth?
me it will come back. It's it.
You'll see. We have no proof of that for now, but there is a distinct possibility. I guess this is all we're about to find out. We should send the body to the autopsy. Okay, give me 1 second. I need to really like think about this because it's probably not even like Kelsey.
What?
French accent or surfer dude?
I don't know.
I'll let you get a good look at him because I remember what you said earlier. So, Jim!
Oh, this guy.
So what do you think? Surfer dude or a French surfer dude? Oh god, can I do that?
French surfer dude.
Okay.
Yeah, do French surfer dude.
Okay. That is a mix of, like, 2 different accents that I'm not... Okay, hold on. Let me think about this for a second. Oh, could this happen to a guy like you? I don't know. That was weird. I think it's just French there.
Yeah, there was no surfer dude in that.
Yeah, so I don't know. What do you think, Kelsey?
I guess just French.
Just French? Okay. Are you alright? Hey, don't touch me! Leave me alone! Just let me be! Sorry, but I can't do that. The investigation is still ongoing, so please refrain from touching the body. The body! The body! Don't talk about him like he was just some lump of flesh. Look at him. Jim looks like he just turned in for the night. Sure. Just in a blood-stained suit, pal.
His name's not Jim, though. That's gonna come up later, isn't it?
Where are my manners? Aren't you that prosecutor? Why, yes I am. I am Jacques Bosman, prosecutor.
Okay, so I guess French is appropriate.
Jim here was my partner in crime busting. I'm Miles Edgeworth, and like you, I am also a prosecutor. Detective Dick Gumshoe, sir. So, you're Miles Edgeworth. I see this is your office. Yes, that is correct. Then it was you! You're the one who killed Jim! Hey, don't go jumping around. Don't go jumping around to conclusions, pal. Just calm down, okay?
What the hell kind of logic is that?
At least an A on my effort. Yay!
It's on the itch.io page for Sukeban games. It's Valhalla Sapphic Rhapsody. It's free too.
What a name.
Yeah, that is a name.
What a name for a freaking visual novel.
Yeah, right.
Or not a visual novel, but a novel. I will not. I know how things work around here. Prosecutor's office doors all have locks built into them. And only the owner of the office has the key to his or her own office door. That is correct. However, I was not the one who killed your partner. Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth has been overseas on a business trip this whole time, pal. And the key to the door was with me the whole time, okay? Oh, the only one who could get in here was me. Ha 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 ha. But wait, I'm not sure what that means. So then it was you're Jim's killer! No way, pal, you've got it all wrong. Everyone calm down. Mr. Portsman wasn't. Correct. If you're a real prosecutor, you should know to stay collected. The investigation has only begun. Isn't it too early to be drawing conclusions?
You're in the first case. You're the pain of this game.
He kind of is. He technically is Prosecutor Payne here.
OMG, they're making Goofy movie Funko Pops for the 30th anniversary of
30th year. My bones. My bones.
My bones.
Correct. Was it really 30 years ago that a Goofy movie was made? I thought that movie was still, like, made in, like, late 90s.
Ugh.
That was a good movie, though. Although, I know you don't like Funko Pops all that much.
No, I don't.
I don't mind them. And Silent Vein, who sadly isn't here because he's at the con. By the way, Kelsey, if he can get it, you want an autograph from Johnny Young Bosch?
I already have an autograph from Johnny Young Bosch.
But do you want another one?
Sure.
Okay. That's only if he can actually get in line for him.
Alright.
Ooh, you get Goofy, you get Max Dress's Powerline, you get Roxanne and Bobby.
Bobby.
Oh, dang it, Bobby. Anyway, isn't it too early to be drawing conclusions? Alright, I get the point. You're right, my mistake. I tend to get a little too up-headed sometimes. You sure are one cool customer though, Mr. Edgeworth. I've heard all the rumors about you. You're the great genius prosecutor. You're something of a legend, you know. Anyway, let us call a truce and work together, okay? Now, how about a handshake to seal the deal? A pleasure to work.
Was gonna reference King of the Hill, but Nick stole it first.
Oh, dang it, Bobby.
Oh, dang it, Bobby.
He's like, Max, check it out. The Leaning Tower of Jesus. Yeah, can we watch that movie again?
Maybe.
You guys were conducting your investigation, right? Sorry for barging in like that. Carry on then. It's your room after all. Thank you. I intend to. I just want a little more time to say goodbye to Jim. You there? Sir! And now we can actually examine the wall.
Alright.
I want you to capture this scene on film for me. My final farewell to my partner, Jim. I should probably give them some space. Well, go up there. Ah, your jacket, sir. What's it doing on the floor? Who's messaging me on Discord? Ah, okay. Sorry. It must have fallen off the wall when the killer tried to threaten me by firing a round.
Also, what people haven't noticed is the newer versions of a Goofy movie is censored.
Yeah, I actually did see that, which is...
What do you mean it's censored?
Strange. It's like...
Well, what's censored?
It's hard to explain, but basically, if there were characters that had too short of, like, skirts, leggings, or pants...
Are you fucking serious?
Made it a little extra long with, you know, digital editing.
Are you
It's
fucking...
really stupid.
Are you fucking serious?
Like, yeah, it's like literally like, I think...
What is it? What is this, 4 kids?
It's literally just like, oh, a character is like wearing like, sort of like mid-length pants. Now let's just lower it down by a few inches. It's really sad. Yeah, not even Goofy is safe. I mean... Goofy used to be the most not safe for work character in all of Disney.
Actually, no, the scene I'm talking about is when Max catches Roxanne when she jumped towards him. His nose rubs against her breasts and they made it so she won't collide with him like that.
That still seems pretty silly because it's a fucking kids movie. Kids aren't gonna be all like, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and it's a 30-year-old movie. Just let it be.
Yeah.
Just let it be. I already read that, so
Okay.
go ahead. So the killer not only shot the victim, but they shot your jacket as well. They dared to shoot the ultra-special jacket that you made your prosecutorial debut in. What if they had shot through it? It would have been a disaster.
I mean, it was only the frame, not the jacket itself, but...
It's not worth getting worked up over, Detective. Not when there's something more here. I'll hang out here. Chat works on YouTube. Yeah, there we go. And like I say, it's a way to skip the ads.
Yeah.
Huh? Like what? I take it you haven't noticed it yet, Detective. There's a giant contradiction right here in front of us. Really? Did I say contradiction? Key must be rubbing off on me. He's thinking about his boyfriend again.
Yeah, he's thinking about his boyfriend, Phoenix.
I'm starting to sound like him. Not that that's a bad thing.
Oh, I missed that. I missed the bonking.
You can continue. But I have my own methods, and I will conduct this investigation my way. When the scene before me contradicts a piece of evidence or seems off...
I love my gay lawyer game.
There's probably somebody out there that's decided, hey, you know what? Well, actually, from what I understand, I think there's actually a program where you can, like, create your own, like, Ace Attorney, like, courtroom scenes.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, lots of homoeroticism between Phoenix and Edgeworth.
Oh, yeah. You read it?
Yes. That's when my deductive skills come into play.
I might never hear you read it.
Because you're constantly glancing over to chat.
Oh.
Maybe you should have asked the barber to cut the hair around your ears. It's like me talking, Kelsey's hair, boing! It's like the sound wave just bounces right off. First I have to find the spot that holds the contradiction. This is it. This bullet hole is where the contradiction lies. When I spot something that's off, I should point my cursor at it and press X with conviction.
It's called Attorney Online.
That's it, yeah. And I think there's an Ace Attorney online chat. Yeah, so Prince and, yeah, Master are on the same page. When I have found sufficient proof to prove the contradiction, I present it. This is how I do things. So, what's the contradiction?
The badge.
Nice. That would be really funny.
It went through his body.
No, because remember, he was already dead by the time we got into the room.
Yeah. Oh, only one shot is fired.
Yep. Yep. Eureka! Eureka! That's his thing.
Oh. It's not objection.
Well, no, you do get to do objections, but for now, it's Eureka!
Okay. The Disney Plus and 2019 Blu-ray releases of the Goofy movie, some scenes were censored, including Max's nose being squished into Roxanne's chest in the opening dream sequence, Max's hands being repositioned during his dance with Miss Maples, and Roxanne's father's butt crack being erased.
Aw, they erased the butt crack. That's it.
These were the most problematic scenes in a Goofy movie that they thought needed to be censored, and I can kind of understand Roxanne's dad's butt crack.
No. How dare they remove the most important butt crack in the whole movie? How dare they? This bullet hole is the contradiction.
Nick, only you would care about the butt crack.
I'm kidding, of course. Well, what do you mean, sir? It's elementary. 2 shots were fired in this room. The first felled the victim.
Oh God, dear, God forbid kids see a butt crack. It's not like we ever saw it in. It's not like we never saw it in other cartoons.
It's not like we don't see it every day when we look in the mirror. What, you don't look at your own ass when you're in the bathroom?
Oh,
Just me? You don't just look back and just go, nice.
no, I don't.
I'm kidding, of course. I'm kidding once more. So yes, the first felled the victim. And the second felled this frame.
I do that sometimes. I'm
Okay,
not going to lie.
Hey, that's right. However, this gun was only fired once. Hey, that's true too.
Kidding. Sure.
Which means that one of these 2 bullets was fired from a different gun. Did the killer have another gun prepared for tonight?
Other than the victim's gun that I found, could there be another gun in play here?
By the way, I noticed something, sir. Yes? What's that thing sticking out from behind the frame? Ah, that. It's a secret safe. Oh, secret safe. Oh, I smell money. I'll spare us the trouble and just say it. Nothing like what you're imagining is inside. Now, if you could kindly move this frame out of the way. Roger that. Borders, Toys R Us, Blockbuster, Radio Shack, Sears, Hollywood, Video Game Craze, Circuit City, Payless, Shoe Source, or Kmart. You can only bring back one.
Borders.
Alright, Kelsey has spoken.
I would bring back Borders.
Yo, Dave,
hey,
what's
Dave.
up? Hello.
Fancy Sasuke.
Welcome. How's it going, dude?
Hello.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's bring back Kmart.
I never went to Kmart.
Just for the groceries. You good?
Yeah.
Talk about dusty.
Oh, that actually sounded like a real sneeze.
Thank you. Hi, Dave, again. I suppose that's what happens when I'm not here to dust it every once in a while. You're gonna bring back Kmart, the most robbed store in history?
That store got robbed a lot?
Apparently, I never heard anything about that.
Damn.
But, I mean, hey, you know.
You're about to do your own stream? Awesome.
Hey, maybe we'll rage afterwards, Dave.
If it works.
Yeah, it'll work. Sorry, I had no idea there was a safe here. But I have kept it clean for you, sir. So, when did you put this thing in? And it wasn't something I had installed personally. Every prosecutor's office has one. Really? I had no idea. Well, only prosecutors are supposed to have knowledge of their existence. So, what's inside, Mr. Edgeworth? Right now, nothing. We only use them to store especially important evidence when a trial is in session. That's it. Oh, talk about squashing my hopes and dreams.
What were you hoping was in there?
Money?
Each prosecutor has one in their office. Only they know of them. Trial evidence use.
Oh, wow.
By the way, how was Persona 3's ending? Oh, it was really good. Really good. I'm still thinking about it.
Yeah, and
Like
ooh,
a week late, is it a week or 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
2 weeks later, I'm still thinking about it.
So, here's the other thing. I went ahead and I showed Kelsey the cutscenes
Oh, yeah.
for the answer.
Yep.
So, Kelsey, would you like to share your thoughts?
I didn't like it. I thought it was really unnecessary and regressed Yukari and Aigis' characters.
Yeah. Still thinking about a game's ending after weeks. Me with TNT.
Trials and tribulations.
Yes.
I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
no, it was. It sucks because they actually, like, Yukari was really likable in Reload, and then, like, the answer just kind of ruins that.
You know, I had a really interesting idea. Oh, sorry, continue.
Like, yeah, they basically regressed Yukari back to how she was at the beginning of the base game. So, they turned Yukari into what she didn't want to be, and they made, I guess, an emotional wreck, but she's not supposed to have emotions I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
An emotional wreck, but she's not supposed to have emotions because she's a toaster. Well, I mean, she gains emotion. She does gain emotions, though.
Kind of want to play the dancing games
Before the actual ones.
I don't know if that's a good idea, because I think even the dancing games have spoilers.
Yeah, that might not be a good idea.
But actually, I'll tell you this after stream. I would like to talk about it, like, for real, on, like, you know, one of these types of streams. But I have an idea of what could have been a much better idea for the answer.
Yeah.
I put a lot of thought into it. Hear me out, right? Turn the Abyss of Time into a roguelike dungeon. You know what I mean?
I've never played one of those games, so I don't know.
I'll explain it to you after the stream.
Okay.
Anywho, I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
Okay.
And while Kelsey is doing this, I should clarify. I know that there is sort of like a roguelike element to how the rooms are like the floors are structured, but I mean like go full on roguelike. Like if you die, you go right back to the top and have to go like down again.
Well, that sounds like that would be a pain in the ass.
But I have ways of making it work, and in a way that I think even you'd agree would be really good. I guess so, yeah. Like I said, I would love to explain it in full detail, but later. Maybe once this first case is over. Now this is odd. You found something, sir. This keypad, don't you find it to be a bit too clean? Yeah, there's a thick layer of dust all around it, but not on the keypad itself. You there, forensic scientist? Yes, sir. Would you please dust this area for fingerprints? You got it, sir.
Why is the forensics guy suddenly sound like Gumshoe?
It's my presence. I couldn't find, let alone lift, a single print. Looks like it was wiped down well.
All the fingerprints on this have been wiped clean off. Each prosecutor... okay.
As I thought. It appears that logic is the only way around this setback. Time to rationally and calmly connect the dots with the information we have. Alright. Already finished examining this area, but it never hurts to lurk again. I never knew there was a safe hidden back here. Well, if detectives knew about them, then they wouldn't be secrets, now would they? Are there any other secret hidden things in this room? Even if there were, it would defeat the purpose of them being hidden if I told you. So don't bother looking for them. So there's, like, no hidden camera, right? And what if there was? No, it's nothing. Forget I said anything. Do I even want to ask what he's been doing in my office while I've been away? Gumshoe, have you been playing with my steel samurai doll?
No.
That thing is in mint condition. Gonna leave soon. Enjoy the gay lawyer game. Sounds good, Mega Cat. Good to hear from you, dude. I'm sorry, but I have to say this. Oh boy, let it rip, Amatsu. Alright. Shall we... I think there's nothing else to really look around for, so I think you do gotta logic it up.
Yeah. I'm gonna logic it up.
So... well, these are my 2 cents, but I think you've already figured it out.
Have I?
You were scrolling, you were like going back and forth between the 2 of them.
These?
Yeah, no, so...
oh, the killer's goal and then this?
Not quite. Yeah, the white fingerprints.
Okay.
Because, yeah. Why else would the safe be opened? Or attempted to have been opened, you know?
Yeah.
Seeing Daigo, Umehara, and Tokido sit in the same room on separate couches make them look like a before and after transformation picture. Also, can I just say, Amatsu, I'm sorry, but I have to say this. I don't like watching Daigo anymore.
Who's Daigo?
He's a fighting game player.
Okay.
He was the guy who did the infamous Daigo parry. You know, the one where he just deflects all of, like, Chun-Li's super.
Oh, okay.
And, like, it was, like, the most hype moment ever. Everybody was like, whoa! I don't like watching him anymore because, especially when he plays Akuma, he's fucking boring. It's like, do something other than fireball! Sorry, had to get that off my chest. I believe I've figured out what the murderer was after. Well, what is it, sir? The fact that the safe was wiped clean of fingerprints suggests that the criminal had at least attempted to open my safe. Making the culprit's motive for breaking and entering theft, I believe.
The culprit tried to open my safe. Was the killer's motive theft?
I wonder if knowing that the motive behind this break-in was theft changes what the other pieces of information can tell me about this crime. Here, let me look to see if maybe we've missed something, or if there's another connection we can make.
By the way, I do recommend Fuga
Melodies of Steel?
Of Steel.
I would definitely check it out. I've heard some good things about it.
I've never heard of it.
I actually watched the video from Clemps. You remember him?
Yeah.
He hasn't uploaded in a while, and that makes me sad.
Yeah.
He was funny.
He is funny.
That's why I unfollowed his Twitch channel, because he still loves playing fighting games, but you don't see the spark in him anymore. Maybe the arthritis is kicking in.
Oh no.
I can only assume, because man, fighting games are really hard on the hands. Sorry. So, okay. We are looking for one more thing.
Oh, okay.
So if the motive was theft... Go back to logic. So if the motive was theft, what do you reckon that changes about something else? About the other two? If it changes anything.
Yes? Or...
Well, let's think about it logically. Let's think about this logically. If the culprit was trying to look for something, if his motive was theft...
His motive was theft.
What was he looking for?
Money?
Maybe. You think it was money?
I don't know. Probably not.
You want me to just spell it out for you? So the first thing is motive theft. Here, while Kelsey is pondering the orb.
Is it this?
Signs of a struggle? Yes.
Okay.
So while Kelsey was figuring that out. So, is that game on Steam? Because if it's on Steam, I just have to wait for it to, pop up on sale.
Ashley Birch brings up a good point of AI voices.
Oh, yeah. So, you've heard that, you know, they're trying to use certain AIs to, like, kind of deep fake voice actors who have passed away.
Mm-hmm.
Like James Earl Jones
Mm-hmm.
and Kevin Conroy.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, they were great actors. But we shouldn't replace them with AI.
No, that's disrespectful.
Like, deep faking AI voices should only be for funny meme videos, not professional like productions.
Nope.
There's a possibility that the files splayed on the floor are not the result of a struggle between the victim and his killer. Oh, you mean like it could be from when the killer tried to find something, sir? Precisely. We need to figure out if any of the files have been stolen. Yes, sir. I'm gonna shelve files like you've never seen before, even at a library. Sure. Let's give that a try. And yeah, Ashley Birch is, Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn.
Okay.
I should play that game. I have it free on PlayStation. I just need to actually play it. Why do the good ones always die young? Surely you must ponder that every once in a while, Mr. Edgeworth. No matter how much we lament, the dead will not come back to life. All we can do is search for the truth. Although, if you want to speak to your buddy Jim, you should talk to a friend of mine. He knows of spirit medium. Oh, what did that say?
It was just ellipses.
Oh, okay. And, so what are we supposed to do? How do we go about finding the truth? First, we calmly restore the files to their rightful place. You got it! Here, let me help! So, this file goes here, that book goes there. You sure know a lot about where things go, despite it being Mr. Edgeworth's office. Because I'm the one who keeps it tidy, pal. Okay, done.
I'd say AI voices may be put to good use if you lean into its robotic uncanniness.
Yeah, like I said, if you're making funny meme videos, then it's fine. But, again, a professional production has no place for them. It would appear that the murder was definitely committed here. Ugh, bloodstains on the bookshelf are still fresh. And I suspect that the victim was killed in a standing position, hence the prints on the shelf. And then the guy fell on the floor, right? Right? The blood on the floor is kinda grossing me out. Detective, I don't have the time to deal with your weak stomach right now. But you know I'm no good with blood, sir.
Me neither, Gumshoe.
I'm certain there's something wrong with this picture. What could it be?
There's a second American.
Well, the first was him putting his hands up like this and then sliding down. Make sense? So here, you guys won't be able to see this, but I'm gonna do a little practical demonstration for Kelsey. So imagine the setup, right? He's like this. He gets shot. He puts his hands up to brace himself.
Yeah.
And then he dies, so he slumps to the floor
Oh.
like this.
Oh, okay. Oh, there's a bullet hole.
Oh, that
Here.
too. That as well. This spot's somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold.
Only one shot was fired.
Here, let me confirm that.
Or, oh, it went through his stomach.
That too, yes. You are completely correct. Good job, hun. Eureka! There's clearly a contradiction here with this bullet hole. What do you mean, sir? You don't see? Quite simply, the bullet hole itself is too low. If the victim was shot in the stomach, the hole should have been much higher up. Well, what if the guy was shot while he was sitting or lying down, sir? That would be illogical. The victim leaned against the shelf here after being shot, which suggests that he was standing when he was shot. And that means... Wait, what does that mean, sir? Sorry. Means you need to use your brain every once in a while instead of mine, detective.
Damn.
In any case, it means someone made a faulty assumption.
Early adaptations of overlapping with a little bit of AI help. Resident Evil, Ada Wong.
In one of the Resident Evil movies, they used lip-syncing technology and dubbing to Americanize the actress who played Ada Wong because her accent was so strong that when she tried to speak English, oops. Whoops. In any case, it means someone made a faulty assumption. And it was from this mistake that our current contradiction was born. What is the faulty assumption that caused this problem with the bullet hole's position?
The order of the files?
Yes! I believe the order of the files is a bit off. You mean I put them back in the wrong order just now? Hey, actually I think the labels on the files are wrong, sir. Oh? Yeah, you see here how the files that were shot begin with the number 0. What are those doing all the way down there after 1, 2, and 3? That's really weird. Actually, the way they are organized now is the correct order. They are exactly as I see them in my mind's eye. But the numbers are all out. Those white binders are special, so they are arranged a little differently. But from this, we know that the files were not in order when the crime occurred. Aha! So that's it. I believe the killer made the same incorrect assumption as you just did, Detective. Let's rearrange the files in numerical order and see what we find out.
And again, GLaDOS from Portal wouldn't be as great if it weren't for her great voice actress. Even if nowadays they could put an AI voice to have a robot character. If you can voice act, you should. If you can hire VAs, you should.
Yes, I 100% agree. Cause yeah, remember when we played Portal for a little bit?
Yeah.
We never finished it. We should go back to that. Li Bing Bing, and it was Resident Evil Retribution. So she played Ada Wong.
Okay.
I don't want to watch the Resident Evil movies, even though they're kind of not that good.
I don't.
Let's rearrange the files in numerical order and see what we find out. You think it'd be okay to prop the body back up to how it was before it was moved? I have finished processing the crime scene, so I don't see why it wouldn't be. If you please, Detective Gumshoe. So he's not fine with blood, but he is fine with touching the dead body.
Yeah, right.
As I suspected, the bullet hole is now where it logically should be. The killer went through my files first before shooting Mr. Faith. And then put the files back in numerical order, I guess. Exactly. And then proceeded to shoot the victim. But why would someone kill a man and then look through your files one more time? Puzzling indeed. The files were thrown into disarray twice. Once before and once after the crime. But why?
Culprit rearranged my files twice. Once before and once after the murder. Why?
Now the crime scene is as it was at the time of the murder. Time to give it another look.
This is suspicious.
I wonder what that could be. This. Oh, what is that? Why does it say Gumshoe down there in blood? I'd say this is incredibly incriminating evidence. Yes, indicative of a criminal activity indeed. No, wait, there's gotta be some mistake.
From this angle, the position of the shot doesn't look that low now.
Yep. Mr. Edgeworth, sir, help me. Say something, sir. It appears that one of my files was stolen. Is that all, sir? What about me and my situation? Is this what the killer was really after?
She was also in the movie The Meg with Jason Statham.
I fucking hated, like, just the name alone was already pretty stupid.
Yeah.
But then, like, the trailer just keep repeating it. It's like, it's the Meg, the Meg, the Meg, the Meg. And, like, the more I heard it, the more I just wanted to go, shut up, Meg.
One of the files that were written upon in blood was stolen by the culprit.
Investigation complete.
Hell yeah.
It looks like Jim was able to leave us the name of his killer in the end. When has that ever worked in these games? And this is most important message managed to reach us. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. You can't be terribly pleased to hear that your beloved partner is the guilty party. You're going to accuse Detective Gumshoe of being the culprit? I sincerely hope you have some proof to back it up. Jim's words, they are more than enough, wouldn't you say?
I mean, he might not have written that. The killer could have done it. Frame Gumshoe.
Like I said, when has bloody writing ever helped anyone in this movie? Please have a drink of water, darling. If that's how you want to play it, then at least allow me to understand your reasoning.
Okay, continue.
Yep. You got it! I don't like this one bit. There's something strange about this man's attitude.
He's really off. He's really off and really suspicious.
It's totally not because we saw him at the very beginning of this. And there must be some sort of flaw to his logic waiting for me to dig out. Mr. Edgeworth, what are you going to do? What I always do in court. I'm going to cross-examine him. One way or another, I'll expose the flaw in his logic with this technique.
I'll expose him.
It's like, I'll expose him for being a liar. Oh, okay. Oh, how do you do that? Could you explain it to me, sir? I mean, this is basically like, all right, first I listen to the witness's testimony. If I find a flaw in the testimony, something that contradicts the evidence, I open my organizer with R and present the piece of contradictory evidence. It's an exact same.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But, Gumshoe needs it explained to him. This also may sound weird coming from me of all people, but CBR actually made a good list on Dragon Ball, and it actually is funny in a way that it dunks on a character.
Oh? Do go on. To present something, I simply use X, but that's old news.
Oh, Matsu, I tried to pull for Trina. I didn't get her.
Okay. I tried to. It didn't work.
Yeah. I guess all my luck ran out pulling for Mana.
He was talking about all the top jobbers in Dragon Ball.
So there are two notable new soda flavors that have come out recently. Dr. Pepper Blackberry and Coca-Cola Orange Cream.
I would try Dr. Pepper Blackberry.
Both of those actually sound good.
I would definitely also give Orange Cream a shot, but right now Dr. Pepper Blackberry sounds the best for me. I normally don't like Dr. Pepper, but Blackberry. Number one jobber is who you'd expect, but it's in the funniest way. Is it Yamcha? Is it Yamcha? Sorry. But that's old news. But it's not like there's gonna be a flaw in their testimony every time, right? Correct. And at those times, I need to press the witness with L. Sometimes by pressing, I can draw out new information and new or modified testimony. I think I get it, sir. I'll be sure to try this technique out during investigations, too. Very well, I'll even show you how it's done. Now watch carefully. It wasn't Yamcha. Yamcha's only number 7. Damn, who's number 1 then?
Mr. Portsman's logic.
Detective Gumshoe, you stole Jim's gun from him and shot him dead. Furthermore, you messed up the files to make it look like you had committed theft instead. That's when you moved Jim's body that was sitting in front of the bookshelf. But thanks to that, you didn't notice the bloody letters his body was hiding. And it will be by his final words that you will be brought to justice. You intend to argue that the victim's dying message points to his killer? I can hear Jim's voice, and he's calling for his killer's arrest. Are you sure you're not mishearing his words, Mr. Portsman? There's no way Detective Gumshoe is the culprit here. I will find the flaw in this man's logic and expose it with credible evidence.
Heck yeah.
Rebuttal. So, let's real quick go into the organizer. So I guess like present temporarily. Just don't click X, whatever you do.
I won't.
So let's see. We got prosecutor's badge.
Yep.
The bullet went clean through the body, but that's about it. Issued to the victim and believed to be the murder weapon, only one shot fired. The prosecutor has one in their office. Only they know of them. The prints have been wiped. One of the files that was written upon in blood was stolen by the culprit. Alright, well, I guess let's, if you want, we can, like, press him to get more out of him. Trunks? Really? Damn.
Hold it!
You know, there's something I've been meaning to ask. What is it? Why do you call the victim Jim? Well, clearly, his name is Buddy Faith.
Yeah.
Isn't it obvious? Jim is the perfect name for my companion. Jacques and Jim. Don't those two names go together like peanut butter and jelly? But Jim isn't even close to the guy's real name. Well, Jacques and Buddy just sounds off somehow. Besides, he was the third of a bunch of guys I decided to nickname Jim. Talked about the victim like he was his pet. Further, you messed up the files to make it look like you had committed theft instead. That's when you moved Jim's body that was sitting in the front of the bookshelf. Bleh. Bleh! Now it turned into a vampire.
Hold it!
You really think it was necessary to just shovel my shelves twice to do that? That's true. Okay, so maybe his real intent was theft. Hey, you're accusing me of stealing something from Mr. Edgeworth. Easy is a possibility. Maybe your salary's been cut so much that life is getting a little too rough to handle. I'll have you know I eat 3 square meals every day, pal. Okay, so all 3 of them happen to be instant noodles, but...
Oh.
Ah, poor thing. What an evil prosecutor we were paired with. And what a motive, no?
Yeah, Von Karma sure was evil.
Von Karma's out of the picture by this point.
Yeah, I know.
Hold it!
And why would Detective Gumshoe do such a thing? Because the body was getting in his way. He had to mess up your bookshelf somehow, right? Anyway. But thanks to that, you didn't notice the bloody letters.
Hold it!
Why do you think that the killer didn't notice the bloody letters? The body was covering it quite well, wouldn't you say? That's how he missed it. But judging by what I've seen, it doesn't take much for your detective to miss something. Who do you think you are? You know nothing about me, pal. That's a lot a person can understand about another from first impressions alone. I can't say I disagree with him on that point. Why don't you say something, sir? Not you too, Mr. Edgeworth. Despite his lack of attention to detail, I don't believe the detective to be the culprit. Nobody could have overlooked the bloody letters, and I can prove it. With evidence. I couldn't ask for a better setup. For the game finishing spike. And it will be by his final words that you will be brought to justice.
Hold it!
Are you saying that those letters were intended for you? Yeah, Jim was an outstanding detective. I would expect no less from my former partner. Looks like Mr. Portsman still doesn't understand. He has yet to figure out the true meaning behind the bloody letters. What are you sputtering over there? Can't you just admit my logic is perfectly sound? Actually, there's a gigantic flaw in his logic. A gap so wide that even the detective can spot it. Now to clue Mr. Portsman in by presenting him with some evidence.
Alright.
Here. Okay. Let me know when you want a hint. Need a hint? Go to the fourth statement. So he didn't notice the bloody letters his body was hiding. So this is the statement. Now we just need to figure out. Now I just need to figure out how it connects. I'm impressed with how well you were switching different voices. It's a tongue twister, man. It's a tongue twister. I'm surprised that I was able to do it for so long. Oh, okay. All right, that makes a little bit of sense. So, here. If Gumshoe was the culprit, theoretically, if he was the culprit, how would, like, what would he have been able to notice no matter what the circumstances?
This?
No? Remember, we're under the assumption that Gumshoe is the thief. So, he stole something.
Oh, this?
Yes.
Objection!
Ding! Perhaps you're not aware, Mr. Portsman, but there is a serious flaw in your logic. Bringing a bit of the courtroom into this, I see. No problem, I am game. I can't help but find it odd. Excusez-moi. Odd that a fellow prosecutor would be brought down by the power of his own office. What are you talking about? Oh, you are joking, I get it. You have time to laugh, and you have time to take another closer look at this. You still not see? If not, may I direct your attention to the missing file? That is impossible! What's impossible, Mr. Portsman? Nothing. The files on that shelf are all about a certain case. When the killer went to take the file after murdering your partner, I highly doubt they could have missed the bloody letters written on the spines.
Objection!
Okay, so that's not his voice, he just has generic white man voice.
Yeah.
But it's possible that they have taken the file before committing the murder. I think it's pretty obvious that that file was stolen after it was written on. The missing letters and the detective's name where the file should be is proof. Yeah, I mean the S is gone. There's only half the H. Detective Gumshoe really was the culprit of this case. I highly doubt that even he could overlook his own name written in blood on the files.
Exactly.
Especially as a detective who can't stand the sight of blood. Which means, what exactly? What does that mean? What does that make this dying message? It makes it the work of a criminal intent on tampering with the crime scene. That's so low. I can't believe the criminals tried to pin this whole thing on me, sir. I'm gonna get them, sir. You'll see. I'm gonna have them under arrest in no time. Well, Mr. Portsman. Brilliant. 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 Absolutely splendid. A logic deserving of Olympic gold. I appreciate the praise, but it doesn't change the fact that your reasoning is flawed. Meh, you win some and you lose some. That's how life goes. Oh, glad everyone's so cheery, even though I feel more dead than alive. But you know, it really is a shame. I really didn't want to have to bring this up, however. What is it this time? Are you still after me, pal? Humor me for a second. Who has the key to this office? Oh, that would be me. But, Mr. Edgeworth just proved that I'm innocent, pal. That's absolutely right, and I acknowledge your innocence. Why do I sense that you still have something to say? I'm just airing out the stink, don't worry. Well, I was thinking, did you know there's one other person with a key to this office?
Oh God, is that where that stench is coming from?
Sorry, it's called the fear sweat. Have you ever had the fear sweat?
No.
How about the anxiety sweat?
I don't know.
One other person? I know who it is. Hey, you there! Yes, sir. What is it, sir? Would you kindly fetch and escort that lovely young lady here for me?
What?
A lady? The girl is a member of this building's security. Think of her as a material witness. So, security? Did you say security? No, stop it, pal. Don't! What's wrong with him? Something.
Oh no.
It's Maggie!
Oh,
She's
shit!
back! I believe she needs no introduction. I have called upon Miss Maggie Bird, a member of security.
Finally, I get to voice someone.
Yeah.
Detective Gumshoe, sir.
Maggie. Miss Bird was the security guard on watch tonight. I see. And your point is? My point is that she could very well have used it. And by it, I mean the master key, which can open all the office doors in this building. Did you guys watch the random One Piece facts I put in the Weeb Corner right under the Lazarus trailer?
I did not.
Hold on a second. If you are not the guilty party, Detective Gumshoe, then the only other person with access to his room is Miss Bird.
How dare you! I would never sneak into someone's room!
That's right. I refuse to believe that Maggie is the culprit, pal. Yes. But now the question is, should we watch this because there may be spoilers? Because,
Yeah, and I don't want
okay.
I don't want any spoilers.
Sorry. It was me. That's right. I did it. Can we take that as a confession, Detective? Well, it wasn't really me, but it definitely wasn't Maggie, pal. So yeah, it was me. If it was, you'd have no problems with that, right? Please refrain from flying off the handle, Detective. There's no need for such theatrics. Listen to your boss, Detective. He understands what I am saying here.
Oh, you don't want spoilers. It's more of a random facts about characters and their weird abilities that they have that.
Oda. I mean, do you want to look at it then? Later.
I'm good.
Alright. That girl is the only one who could have committed the crime, and for one simple reason.
Stop flashing us.
Stop flapping like you're trying to fly away. It's pretty obvious, but Miss Bird snuck into your room using the master key. I mean, if Detective Gumshoe isn't the one who opens the door. And that leaves only Miss Bird as our prime suspect. On top of which, she knows our good detective, doesn't she? Making it all the more probable she was the one who faked the dying message. So you're saying she used the master key? Master key data.
This can open every office door. Its use is controlled by security staff.
Incredibly incriminating evidence, wouldn't you say? That's what you claimed about the evidence earlier as well. As that was then, this is now. The flow of a good match always changes during the rally. It's all about your reflexes and reaction time, especially for an athlete like me. Yeah, his shtick is that he plays tennis or some shit.
Ooh, tennis.
You think he's a badminton player? Nah. He probably loses a lot to a good mitten player. Anyway, I wonder if there's anyone else other than Miss Bird who could have used the master key.
Somebody bonk him.
Hey, come on, that's not even the worst one I've got. It seems that the only way to get Mr. Portsman to give me more details is to press him.
Reason for suspicion.
Oh, you heard the edgy boy.
Hold it!
Are you sure Miss Bird is the only member of security who could have used the master key?
This jacket really is his phase 2 transformation.
There's only one person on staff at this time of night, and tonight, she's it. Isn't that right, Miss Bird?
That's, true, but I wasn't able to use the master key at the time of the crime, sir.
Wasn't able to? What's that supposed to mean? Yes, moving on. I had to get sidetracked by something unrelated. What do you mean unrelated? I want to hear what she has to say, pal. But you can't really trust her not to tell lies. Plus, I hate wasting time. Should I hear Miss Bird out?
Ask for more details?
Yeah. Not so fast. I, too, am interested in hearing what Miss Bird has to say. Didn't I just say it's a waste of time? We don't need to hear her lies. I'll be the judge of that. Miss Bird, if you please.
I discovered that the master key was missing at around 1 a.m., sir.
What do you mean by missing?
As in, it wasn't anywhere in those security booths, sir. The killer must have stolen it.
Mr. Portsman, I believe this is an important piece of testimony, don't you? I can't believe someone like you would be so taken in by such words.
I'm not lying, sir.
If that's the case, then I'd like to know, why have you the master key now?
I don't quite know. It just reappeared all of a sudden, sir.
A likely story. And where's your proof that the key was stolen to begin with? I bet you just forgot where you put it and then found it again.
I never lose things. I can practically guarantee that. With me, if something disappears, it's usually because someone stole it.
Yeah, pal. Trust me. You don't want to test how just bad her luck is.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I can't deem this piece of testimony as conclusive. Glad you agree, Mr. Edgeworth. But, you still haven't established Maggie's motive for breaking into Mr. Edgeworth's office. Motive? Didn't we already establish it was theft? I mean, the culprit clearly went through the bookshelves and at least tried the safe. As it is, it is as Mr. Portsman says, Detective. I can't ignore the fact that all the evidence points towards a motive of theft. But I'm done taking blows. It's time to counterattack with a few facts of my own.
Intent from the message.
Hold it!
Ahem. I concur that the culprit's motive appears to have been thievery. However, glad to hear that the great Miles Edgeworth is in agreement with little old me. However, with regard to the investigation of the bookshelves and safe... good thinking, asking for my opinion on the matter. Would it be too much for you to allow me to complete a full sentence? You know, I was actually just thinking about this. How do you know about the wiped down fingerprints?
Yeah.
I was actually just thinking, and I was like wondering if that's actually the answer. It is. How would he know about the fingerprints? How would he know that it was wiped down? Present the safe!
Objection!
Do you wish to continue insisting that Miss Bird was set on stealing something? Why not? It's the truth as well. It was also by your logic that we came to the whole thievery conclusion anyway. That may be, but you also must be aware of the fact that the safe is a secret safe. The existence of which is only privy to prosecutors. Gah! I find it a little hard to believe that a hidden safe was part of a cunning plan. But she could have found it by accident while she was turning everything else upside down. I highly doubt that. I'd say the culprit knew exactly where they were looking for. After all, only the bookshelf and the safe were targeted. Yeah, even I didn't know about the safe, pal. And that means there's no way Maggie could have known about it either. Then are you proposing that the killer is a prosecutor? Interesting conclusion. That's definitely looking more and more probable. What's wrong, prosecutor? Do you have a different suspect in mind? Curses! Why? What made you? What's with the angry face all of a sudden? Is all my fault? What do you mean? Is Jim? He knew about the existence of the secret safes. Did you just say? We were partners, like inseparable, conjoined twins. That's why I told him. I filled him in on the secret safes. And that means... Yeah, I know. I had only just told him too. Obviously, it was wrong of me to tell him. I still can't quite believe it, but the thief who broke into your room was probably Jim. Now he's claiming that the victim was the thief. And you were simply trying to stop him, weren't you? Miss Maggie Bird?
Excuse me?
I mean, you are a security guard, right? That is your job. But killing is going a bit far, even in your risky profession. What the? You're still accusing Maggie of the murder. Yes and no. I mean, she had stumbled upon Jim, who had probably drawn his gun. I get it. It was self-defense, no?
No, I couldn't. I could never do something like that. Not even as a security guard, sir.
Plus, even if he was the thief, it wouldn't have had a key to this office. Which is precisely why he had to steal it, wouldn't you say? It was Jim who stole the master key. Pretty impossible for a supposedly stolen key to be here with us. Unless you retrieved it from Jim after you killed him. Mr. Portsman, are you honestly accusing your own partner of being a thief? I don't want to admit it, but it is the only way that everything else to make sense. Has he no honor? Now then, I think we're done here. The investigation waits for no man. Would you people be so kind as to see yourselves out? You can't kick us out. This is Mr. Edgeworth's office. But I am the one who's been assigned to this case. You are all suspects to varying degrees, and therefore ineligible to run the show. Listen, pal, How many times do I have to say this? Maggie can't be the culprit. Detective Gumshoe, calm yourself. But, sir... We have no choice but to accommodate his request. For now. Ha! Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. At least one of you understands. Now then, if you could remove yourselves from my crime scene, I'd be most grateful. Mark my words, Mr. Portsman. We will meet again. If that's a formal request from the legendary prosecutor himself, then I suppose so. Now don't disappoint me, you hear?
To be continued.
Quite possibly the longest first case.
Really?
Technically. But it's okay. Now we go to the next part. Beep.
Watch 14, 4:18 a.m. Prosecutor's building, 12th floor hallway.
What's with that prosecutor? Can't believe how rude he was. It was unbelievable. Please maintain your professionalism, detective. I'm gonna find some real solid evidence proving Maggie's innocence. You'll see, sir.
But we've been kicked out of the crime scene, sir!
Yeah, true.
Have you heard about the game Hypno Space Outlaw?
No, I haven't. Jinx. I haven't. What's it about? That you... True. So then, what now?
Looks like my life's fallen into yet another gigantic ditch.
Do not despair, Miss Bird. We can overcome this as well. There are many other places and things we should be looking into anyway. Eh? Really, sir? What example is this hallway? The linchpin of this argument is against Miss Bird is related to the master key. In that case, this hallway is the perfect place to look for more information regarding the mystery surrounding my door. And now we get to look around. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. It's... Ah! Isn't that missing O-Series file, sir? No doubt about it. The bloody letters mark it clear as day. There seem to be a few pages missing. Our thief only took what was necessary and left the rest behind. Now, what are these zero files about, sir? I guess they've got something worth stealing in them, huh? Not particularly. It's just a collection of court case files. However, the cases within these files are not mine. Huh? They belong to the High Prosecutor they used to occupy my current office. I have my reasons, but let's just say I was charged with keeping them as they were. Then, that means the thief must have also wanted the file for a specific reason, right? It seems so. Only the pages related to that case from 10 years ago are missing. I wonder why anyone would care so much about an old case. Well-crafted, high-quality sofa for visitors. The stitching is excellent. Talk about a luxury waiting area. These babies are also great for napping, you know. You would sleep even out here, Detective? In a hallway? Whatever I do, I always wind up dreaming about giving testimony up on the stand. But it always ends the same way, me getting trounced by a lawyer. Isn't it awful, sir? Maybe I should give it a try sometime. Do envision myself winning, naturally.
That's about it.
Yep. Want to talk to Maggie? Nope, already checked it. Yep. So, it's a game where you play as a 90s sort of internet moderator from a fictional OS where you browse the old school internet and websites to solve certain duties you receive about wrongdoers on the web. Interesting. So it's kind of like Hacknet in a weird way. I'd be interested. I was wondering if I may speak to you for a bit concerning this case.
I've always been a big fan of the courtroom, but this? This is like a dream where I'm being cross-examined by the Miles Edgeworth.
I can't let this chance pass me by. I must remember to ask her about the master key. I should jog her memory by showing my notes to her with X.
Victim.
Have you ever met the victim before?
Well, I've seen him a couple of times before when I had to go to Mr. Portsman's office. Mr. Faith was always playing basketball with Mr. Portsman, sir.
Ah, it sounds like fun. Just once I'd love to play with them.
It sounds fun, but the only person ever taking a shot was Mr. Portsman. All Mr. Faith ever did was pass him the ball, sir.
Second thought, I don't think I'd have to fit in without... I don't think I'd have fit in at all. My brain! I don't think I'd have fit in all that well with them. Miss Maggie Bird, correct? I take it that you're an acquaintance of the detective? Yeah, she was under my supervision back when she was still on the force, sir. One day, she got caught up in a murder, and things started going downhill, so she quit.
But I owe a lot to Detective Gumshoe for introducing me to my current employer. Or so I thought until a few hours ago. Right before I was about to clock out for the night.
Got caught up in this whirlwind of a case, correct?
Don't worry. My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. Since I was 6 months old when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building, I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of food, failed at almost every test I've taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster, and now I even managed to be named a criminal just when I've become a security guard.
That's a lot to go through.
I see the
in one
monster.
lifetime.
I see the monster on her shirt.
I'm trying not to look at it.
Yeah, but it definitely has a lot of the silly part of the internet with old people's sites or angsty teenager pages. But you can go in underground places of the internet too.
Well, tell you what, let me just write that name down on my list of games to check out. That's a lot to go through in one lifetime.
I know! And just when I thought I had finally found my happiness, I wind up getting you and Detective Gumshoe involved in my bad luck.
There it is. Oh wow, it's like less than $5. Oh yeah, I see how it.
Holy.
Yeah.
Oh.
God, this is how the internet used to be.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was a
yeah.
different, simpler time.
Oh boy, that brings me back.
Yeah.
You don't need to worry about me, Miss Bird. Nor do I need to worry. I need you to worry about yourself. I will solve this case and prove your innocence. All I ask in return is your cooperation.
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth. You can count on me. I'll do all I can to help.
Well, probably keep... Actually, yeah, you have the key. Present it. See what happens. So when did you discover that the master key was missing?
By the time I realized it, I think it was around 1 a.m., sir. And I noticed it was back at around 2:30 a.m.
25 minutes after the murder.
It was just sitting there on the ledge where the security room's reception window is. But I'm sure that between those two times, it was not just gone, but stolen, sir.
Why is such an important key stored in such an insecure place?
It's not like that, sir. We always keep the key further inside the room, away from the window.
Always, you say? Except for this time, correct?
Well, I admit that was a bit careless, but I had my reasons. I left it out because I was sorta using it at the time. It was after I had used it that I left it sitting out on the ledge.
To use the master key. Well, let's keep investigating this hallway.
Oh.
Oh, there we go. What do you mean by you use the master key?
Oh, I had to use it to open the door for this prosecutor who had forgotten his key. I mean, it's my job as a security guard, right?
She cute.
Yeah. Ah!
What is it?
That's right! I just remembered! The prosecutor who forgot his key. It was Mr. Portsman, sir!
Naughty, naughty. What? Please tell me more, Miss Bird, quickly.
Forgetful Mr. Portsman. It was around 12 a.m. Mr. Portsman had forgotten his office keys, so he came down to the security, sir.
And that's when you loaned the master key to him.
No way! It's against regulations to loan the master key out to anyone. I walked with Mr. Portsman to his office and opened the door for him personally, sir.
I see.
And... oh, that's also you.
And then, what happened after that?
Well, he called for me to come close up his office as he was leaving to go home. That was around 1:30 a.m., I think.
So in summary, for the sake of one forgetful prosecutor, you used the master key twice tonight. Talk about suspicious. I doubt you can say that. You've never left your keys at home, Detective. I think this calls for a thorough examination of Mr. Portsman's door. I see. Ball. Oh!
Mr. Payne!
Here, wait. Let me, There.
What? What?
There he is.
What?
No, look at the screen.
Oh!
Here, wait. There he is. There he is.
Yep.
What's a basketball doing here? That's Mr. Portsman's prized possession, sir. I heard he also plays soccer, dodgeball, and even tennis. Ah, okay, so he plays a bunch of games with balls. He likes playing with balls, got it.
He loves them balls.
And not a single one of those sports is suitable to be played in a hallway. What is a basketball hoop doing here? Hey, didn't this used to be just outside next to the building a long time ago? So when and why was it moved indoors? I don't remember exactly, but I saw one of the officers drag it up here recently. Drag it? I heard that it wouldn't fit in the elevator, so the poor guy had to bring it in himself. Oh wait, on the 12th floor?
Damn.
It was me, sir. I did it. Is everything all right? Yes, sir. You must know I weighed myself just this morning, and I'm finally at 154 pounds. Congratulations, but I was asking about this hallway and this room. Oh, everything's okay, sir. A word of advice, stay focused or you may start to lose even more weight. Because you'll go hungry. It looks like you're in quite the pinch, Mr. Edgeworth. To be sure, murder within the walls of the prosecutor's office is no trifling matter. You must find, apprehend, and punish the killer accordingly post-haste. It sounds like a messy case you've got on your hands. If you ever feel lost or need some advice, my door is always open. How gracious, I will keep your offer in mind. Who is this guy again? Oh boy. Kelsey, did you know that Konosuba Fantastic Days is shutting down? Is that a mobile game?
I would assume so. No, I didn't know that.
Why is it shutting down? Also, it's got a good narrative, it's very humanistic and real, and why the citizens of the web are presented. Site's update too, it's called Hypnospace because you access the OS by sleeping in-universe.
That sounds interesting.
You know, I thought about that one time, like, ooh, wouldn't it be cool if you could, like, go to sleep and just plug yourself into your computer? But then I thought, what if you get a virus? Would it then go into your brain? I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Room 1203. I take it this is Mr. Portsman's office.
Yeah, you can't mistake it because of that basketball hoop, sir. Oh, that reminds me. Mr. Portsman had actually wanted room 1202 really badly. But since you were already occupying it, Mr. Edgeworth, we put him next door, sir.
Why was Mr. Portsman so particular about getting room 1202?
I'm not sure, but I bet it's because of something like his birthday. Like his birthday is December 2nd?
Yeah, that's gotta be it. I can't think of another reason why. I can think of at least 3. Why am I even wasting time thinking about this? Oh, excuse me, geez. The door's locked tight. I bet the old credit card trick wouldn't work here, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? I've done that before. This is the office of a high prosecutor detective. These doors would be pretty ineffective if the average cat burglar could get through them. So I guess only a great cat burglar could get in. That must be who our culprit is. Might I advise you to return that conclusion to whatever pawn shop you bought it from? A minimalist, yet classy door made of top quality wood. It's kind of majestic, too. Fits really well with the ambiance of the prosecutor's office. Made of mahogany.
Mahogany.
Even Mr. Portsman seems dignified, just because he works behind one of those. Nonsense, a man doesn't become more or less dignified because of where he works. Well, he still seems more dignified than Mr. Payne. Who's that again? Mr. Payne? I suppose custodial work could be dignified.
Oof.
Whoa!
Damn.
Mr. Portsman's personal basketball hoop. Can't believe you put something like this in the hallway of a prosecutor's office. But, it's actually pretty useful, sir. I haven't gotten lost trying to get to your office since it's been here. How long have I had this same office, and yet you still manage to get lost?
Damn.
Silly gumshoe.
I don't think there's any. Oh. Wait.
Nah, I think it's. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, oh, Mr. Edgeworth, this door is pretty fancy looking. Oh, oh, Gumshoe, you shouldn't judge a man by the quality of his wood. You want to rephrase that, sir?
Now what?
Good question. Do we have any logic that we could use? So let's see. Master key was stolen. I mean, I think it's pretty simple to just assume the master key was stolen and somebody used the master key, or, like, they can get combined. Key went missing from... Yeah, I think you could combine those two. Is bowling allowed in this hall or not? You know, with the carpet, I don't think the ball would bounce too well.
Probably not.
Miss Bird, I'm afraid there's a flaw in your story.
What? No way, pal. I mean, sir?
You said that you locked up Mr. Portsman's office at around 1:30 a.m., correct? However, the master key had already been stolen at that time.
Wow! Nothing gets by you, Mr. Edgeworth. You saw that contradiction like a pro.
Just like how I caught you saying pal. Gumshoe's rubbing off on you.
I had totally forgotten all about that. But thanks to you, I remember it now. You're right. It was around that very time that I realized the master key was missing.
And?
Well, I'm a security guard, sir. I couldn't just admit to losing the master key, could I? So I pretended to lock up his room, sir.
You pretended?
Yeah, I used my house key and made it look like I was locking up, sir.
I don't think that would even work. So in actuality, you never did relock the door then?
Well, I thought that maybe I could go lock it after I found the key. Come to think of it, I guess the door still hasn't been locked properly.
Miss Bird unlocked the door, but master key was stolen, so she could not lock it up.
Wait, but it said it was locked.
Interessant. How very interessant. I don't think there's any more logic that we can get from there. What else is there?
Oh.
Oh, there we go. Detective Gumshoe, you look rather intrigued by something. Care to share? Ah, it's nothing, but I noticed that Mr. Portsmouth calls his partner Jim. And the detective in that Sunday night drama, All My Cops, is named Jim, too. I bet one of them is a big fan of that show. You seem to know a little something about it yourself. I take it you watch it too? Oh, of course. The tight bond of friendship between the prosecutor and detective is great, sir. But it's nothing compared to the super strong friendship we have. Friendship, detective, I think you're mistaking it with pity.
Oh.
How can you say that, sir? After all we've been through, too.
Damn.
For a moment, I really thought.
Oh my god, that's a reward.
Wow, damn.
That's an award. Friendship for pity.
You know, for a moment, I thought it was like, oh yeah, I know that crime drama. It's really great. And Edgeworth's just like, it's no Steel Samurai.
Yeah, it's no Steel Samurai. Talking to witnesses.
How's Miss Bird? No way she's the killer. Please don't tell me to buy into that accusation, sir. Rest assured, I think she's innocent. However, I need to ask you a few things regarding a security guard position. Well, if you're only asking, that's okay. Just stand next to her and press A. Then you two can talk about whatever topic you pick. When you want to ask her about evidence, all you have to do is present it to her with X. After you choose what to show her, press X again, and off you two go. I recommend showing different people different things. You'd be surprised by what they say. Thank you for the explanation, though I don't recall asking for one. Just so you know, sir, you could show me evidence in the same way, too. I do believe it's time to get down to business and ask some questions of Miss Bird. Hey, yeah. I was wondering about the investigation. I've been waiting for this. Let a real seasoned pro teach you how it's done.
You know, I really wish it said Ace Detective, so I could say Ace Defective.
Oh no! Not again.
No.
Let a real seasoned pro teach you how it's done. Real seasoned pro? Instant noodle cuisine, perhaps. You know that you can always check out the really important spots in more detail, right? Yes. And if the area is too big, you can always use R to take a look around. Oh, but don't worry, sir. The R command will only show up when you need it. Sorry. The gumshoe voice really takes it out of me. I knew that as well. And when you think there's a contradiction or something unusual, try deduction. First, you line up with your cursor on the suspicious-looking area. And press X and choose your poison. The poison for Cusco.
The poison used to kill Cusco. Cusco's poison.
That poison.
Yes, that poison! Oh.
When you've settled on base, you've got to present it with X again. I'm pretty sure I already knew that as well, Detective. Oh, if you can remember all that, then welcome to the world of pros. I.W. Ace Investigator. Class dismissed. All I wanted was an update about the investigation. I love this goob.
Same.
So...
Wonder what would happen if I presented my badge.
Oh, well, yeah, go ahead and do it. Oh, your prosecutor's badge is really tiny compared to my police badge. Oh, but it's really cool, sir. Much, much cooler than my badge could ever be. No need to suck up to me, Detective.
Oh.
Oh, your badge is so small and mine is so big. No, not like that, sir. So actually, as Gumshoe just pointed out, here's what we gotta do. Go back to the door. So we can deduce here.
Here?
Yeah. This spot's somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold. Yes! We just found out that Maggie that it was never locked.
Eureka!
There's a contradiction here between reality and the evidence. If what Miss Bird has said is true, then why is this door locked tight? You're right. Miss Bird, are you sure you didn't relock this door?
I am certain of it, sir. And I don't think Mr. Portsman noticed it himself that I hadn't.
Which means... what, sir? It either means that he actually does have the key to his office, or that the door Miss Bird opened wasn't this one at all. Wasn't this one at all, but a completely different one. She opened a different door. But how can you prove that? There's an easy way to find out. All we have to do is... we need to examine these.
Prints on the master key, prints on the doorknob?
Yes! The prints on the doorknob will tell us everything. Hey, you! Yeah, you, pal! Do us a favor and see what you can lift from this, okay? So, what did you find out? No need for such belligerent nostril flaring, detective. Yes, sir. I have only found Mr. Portsman's and Mr. Faith's prints on this knob. Only 2 people's prints were found on this, huh? That's pretty decisive. Huh. I'm lost, sir. Thinking logically, a certain other person's print should be on this knob as well. Now then, whose print should also be on this knob?
Take that!
Yeah, you got that pretty quick. Don't you find it odd that the print of the person who unlocked this door are absent? You mean? Yes, the door that Miss Bird opened could not have been this one, but a different one.
Miss Bird says she unlocked this door, but her prints were not found on the doorknob.
What have we here?
Oh.
I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. This basketball property of Mr. Portsman? Yes. Oh,
Yes, sir. He's always ready for a match.
basketball, soccer, dodgeball, tennis, all the balls, sir. Doesn't matter what sport it is, he's game. Although I think it'd be a little hard to play tennis with this ball. That isn't the point you should be focusing on, detective. You're right, sir. Now I know I should be focusing on. Bad, Mr. Portsman. Someone should teach him to clean up his toys after he's done playing. I think we've reached the end of this conversation.
Poor Gumshoe.
Oh, a minimalist yet classy door. Oh yeah, this before. Hey, check it out.
Oh!
Check it out. What's this? What are you looking at, sir? Oh, hey, how about a game? That's okay, detective. I just found the position of this hoop to be a little off. Hey, you're right, sir. I guess it shifted when somebody made a seriously sweet slam dunk. Positioning of the hoop is definitely unnatural. I'd better take note of this.
Sitting in front of the Portsman's office, there are signs that it's been moved.
What is this? Looks like a scrap of paper. I'll get it, sir. Let's see. There's something written on it. Looks like a note from the victim.
I brought the 3 pieces of evidence by, just like we talked about on the phone, but it looks like you're out. Guess I'll catch up to you later, buddy.
Yeah, and it's from Mr. Portsman.
Found under the door for the absent Portsman.
that's it for now.
Yeah.
So now, armed with the knowledge that we can dust for prints, why don't we check our door? Take a little peek-see at our doorknob. 1202, those 4 numbers on a number plate alone proclaim this to be my office. Whoops! Hey, these number plates slide right out, sir. I have to be able to take the plate off when a room becomes vacant, you know? Although, the idea that it can be so easily removed is kind of important to this case.
Ah, yeah.
There we go. Edgeworth talking about the wood again.
Talking about his wood.
Did I read all that before?
Oh, shit.
Well, bring up the history. Yeah, there we go. Minimalist. It's almost majestic. I could be as stately as this door. Any gumshoe could praise a door as something greater than himself. Being a detective has its own rewards and a certain virtuous value, I think. If you live up to your full potential, that's a poignant trait that anyone can admire. Oh, I see. So you're saying, sir, that me being me is the best thing I could do for everyone. Right. That long pause wasn't exactly reassuring, sir. Your stunned silence is very reassuring. I don't see any signs of forced entry. And according to the guard, no signs that the lock was picked either, sir. Meaning that the door really was opened with a key. Did you happen to ask if any prints were lifted from the doorknob? Apparently the doorknob's clean as a whistle. Wiped, they think. Whoever this thief was, they did a good job of not leaving any clues behind.
Oh.
Looking around in this hallway has actually paid off quite handsomely. How so, sir? In a variety of different ways. I think it's time we had a little chat with the real culprit of this case.
You know who the killer is? Well, Mr. Edgeworth!
As long as my logic is sound, then yes. The mastermind behind this murder is none other than Mr. Portsman.
What? Mr. Portsman?
Oh, I knew it. That's exactly what my logic senses were telling me, too. Oh, I suspected it was him from the instant he accused Maggie of being the killer, sir. That is anything but logical. Lady and gentlemen, prepare yourselves. Come what may, it's time to knock on truth's door. To be fair, it should be fairly obvious that he was the killer.
Yeah.
From the moment that it was like, oh yeah, he knew about the existence of the safe when he was a prosecutor too.
Yep.
Mr. Portsman, I finished processing the bloody letters, sir. All right, let me take a gander at it. Pass it here. Okay, looking good. You there, take good care of this. Whoa! Well, if this isn't Detective Gumshoe. And a line for you, Mr. Portsman. We've got you now. Call off your dog, Mr. Edgeworth. Is this some kind of joke? It's no joke. We know, Mr. Jacques Portsman, that you are the guilty party in this case. Hey, you must be pretty upset getting chased out of your own room. I had been mad too. So I guess you can stay, if you promise to stay out of our way. You intend to hide your crime under the guise of a prosecutor doing his job. I can see right through the unsightly paper-thin mask you wear upon your cowl. Who has ever thought it would come to this? Actually, come to think of it, your mentor was Manfred von Kammer, yeah? As a legendary prosecutor who never lost a single case for 40 years. But there was always this incessant chatter about forged evidence with this guy.
Yep, and then he committed murder.
Really teaches me that I've got to stay on the lookout for false accusations, you know? You don't try to play mind games with me, because they won't work. The only thing you should be using that mouth of yours now is explaining yourself. Although that too will only dig your hole deeper. Either way, the old game is up. What?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
Is it that he talked about a hole?
No. No, it's like the only thing your mouth should be doing is and is blah 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 and sucking my dick when I and sucking my dick when I find you guilty.
What?
I don't know.
I think Mara had an effect on Kelsey.
No, I think I've just become more unhinged.
Jesus Christ.
I think I'm also tired.
Fair, that's also fair. Although that too will only dig your hole deeper. Either way, your game is up. Stop laughing when I say hole, Kelsey.
I wasn't laughing at that.
Well, aren't we full of ourselves? Even though you have yet to prove anything. Mr. Portsman's rebuttal. I have no idea what sort of clairvoyant idea you have in mind, but there's a mountain of evidence that points away from me being the culprit. Besides, how may I ask do you propose I unlock your door before I got in here? Oh, yeah. Look, I feel bad doing this to you, but I've got work to do, so we are done here.
I just learned that Shroud's game Vector Divide is already shutting down.
Spectre Divide.
Spectre Divide.
Damn. Wow.
What is that?
It's like Counter-Strike, but you control like two characters at once.
Ah, okay.
I liked it conceptually. I didn't play much of it, but I liked it. I liked it more than fucking Valorant. Fuck Valorant. Sorry, but we're not finished yet. Ah, boy, you're stubborn. I suppose you're basing your accusations on something. I'll show you what I'm basing my accusation on, with evidence.
Hold it!
Oh, and what, pray tell, kind of evidence are we talking about here? Jim was my partner, so you can't say I have a motive for killing him. And? That's it? That's not even an anthill, let alone a mountain. But it's more than enough, wouldn't you agree? Might I recommend that you review what that word evidence means? It doesn't change the fact that the evidence doesn't point to me as the killer.
Au contraire.
Did you have to subscribe to D&D? Wait, Wizards is the voice actors of Baldur's Gate 3 playing D&D? No, I haven't seen that. See, I don't watch D&D streams, mainly because I'd rather just play D&D myself.
Yeah.
Oh, well, put it this way. Go back one statement. I think it's fairly obvious. You were looking right at it.
This?
No?
The key?
Yeah, it was stolen from the security office. I believe you were able to open my office door with the master key, no less.
Objection!
Oh boy, the shorts are hilarious. As one calls Astarian's bum cheeks. I'm watching it right now. I'm just dying of laughter. Oh, well, Kelsey, do you want to see Astarian's butt cheeks?
I suppose so.
Sorry. Wait, hold on for a second. I never laid a finger on that key, as you already know. Precisely. You were able to open my door without lifting a single finger. Well, maybe you did, but only to direct. That's right. You used your finger to direct this person to open my door with the key.
Buddy?
Nope.
Oh. Maggie.
Yeah.
Take that!
You had asked Miss Bird to open your own office door for you, yes? Yeah, I kinda forgot my key at home. It happens a bit too often for my taste, you know? But the room you had Miss Bird open at that time was not your own, was it?
What?
You have quite the imagination. But why don't we ask the girl herself whose door she opened, shall we?
I'm certain that it was Mr. Portsman's door, sir. I checked the number plate to make sure I was opening the right door, sir.
I see, Miss Bird backs up my story. Yet what if you had misled her to fool her into thinking what you want? And how do you suppose I did that? By switching the number plates on our doors, for example.
That's right. They do slide out pretty easily.
Furthermore, you used one other thing to give a very strong impression. That the door she was opening was yours and not, in fact, mine. What was it that Mr. Portsman used to make Miss Bird think that it was his room? Yep.
Take that!
Take that! Speaking of tabletop RPG, a friend of mine lifted my forever DM curse. Every player, including me, are afraid of what the hell he will cook up. Oh, I'm a forever player. I mean, I want to run our campaign again, Kelsey.
I know.
Next week.
Hopefully.
Knock on wood. Knock on all the wood.
What? The basketball hoop, sir?
It's quite the peculiar fiction in any hallway, let alone a hallway in this building. Which is why it left an unusually strong impression on you. It's an object perfectly suited to sit just outside the office of a peculiar prosecutor.
Ah! That's very true, sir. Because there was a basketball hoop sitting there. I thought the door I was opening had to be Mr. Portsman's.
There are signs that the hoop had been moved. To sit in front of my office, to be sure. I see. So that's how you throw suspicion on people. Thanks for the tip. But I think your conjecture is a little off the racetrack. You could say that there's a lot of hoopla. Now you're just spouting nonsense. The girl opened the office to my door. After that, I was in my office. That's it, yeah. After that, I was in my room the entire time. You don't have a single reason to suspect me.
Huh.
He intends to claim his innocence to the end, does he? I am as pure and innocent as my jacket. And Miss Bird is as dirty and guilty as the jacket she wears.
You shut the fuck up. My jacket's not dirty, I'll have you know. I just washed it yesterday.
Please calm down, for I intend to show who is the one truly covered in slime here. I'm not the one flapping my arms to air out the stink. No peeking.
I wasn't.
Hold it!
What were you doing in your office? I was doing my usual training regimen.
We're all wanting a horror slasher table, but it's not my strong suit. He offered to DM. I'm making a character that can run well.
What system are you guys gonna use for that? Training regimen? Were you going through your law books from start to finish? Mainly betting practice and some weights. Oh, and that dog when I get the chance. Wow, you must be the buffest prosecutor we have. The weakest legal muscles, it would seem.
Are you sure? Cause Edgeworth looks pretty buff.
He just takes off his suit and he's like super strapped.
Yeah, right.
And it's like, I mean, I know you're all about that. I was doing my usual workout, so. You know what? I don't think he was in his room all that time.
I don't think he was either.
No. What proves that he might have gone in here at some point?
Yes.
Yes.
Objection!
That was a lie. And what are you talking about there? How was that a lie? This is a note that the victim left for you, Mr. Portsman. A note? It was left under your door, or did you not notice? And right here it says, but you're out. You were not in your room when the victim came to call on you. So then what were you, where were you, and what were you doing? Gurk! Shall I explain it in full detail for you? You were busy snooping around in my room, the very room you had Miss Bird open for you.
Objection!
That's just nonsense. You have no evidence that I made the girl open your door for me. Oh, but I do. I have very decisive evidence. No way! This is proof positive you have Miss Bird open the door for you.
Yes.
Yeah, there were no prints.
Take that!
I had your door dusted for prints. My door? What for? Come on, I bet you didn't find anything. You sure are good at wasting time. You're right, I didn't find anything. And definitely not Miss Bird's fingerprints. Prints, what do they have to do with anything? You know, if this guy was an actual legit prosecutor, he fucking sucks.
Yeah, right.
Let's put it this way. If she really was the one who opened your door, then her prints should naturally be on the doorknob she touched. Gah! Further, all the prints on my office door's knob have been wiped clean off. I can only assume it's because Miss Bird's fingerprints were on it. Don't you think it's time you gave up on your charade? We know you stole into my office with the intent of stealing something from me. And Detective Faith found you out. Possibly because he heard sounds coming from a room whose occupant was on leave. Mr. Portsman, you killed Mr. Faith to silence him. And I had the misfortune to return when I did. You had to threaten me as you escaped. As I said when you had the gun to my back. No one gets away with committing murder in my office. Just what's so funny, pal? Well, that look of stiff seriousness on his face of the office's finest prosecutor, as he makes a huge mistake in accusing me, is simply too much to bear. There's just nothing else I would like in the world. What?
Mr. Edgeworth just explained it all, and he even backed it up. You're the murderer! Stop trying to be slippery and just admit to the crime already.
As I said earlier, it is all so circumstantial, so full of conjecture. You say you'll check my doorknob for prints. Well, I can readily confess that I have wiped that knob down well.
Huh?
I'm a little obsessive compulsive, you see. I didn't want to touch a doorknob that you had touched. Which is why I wiped the knob down as soon as I could after you opened the door. After that, it makes perfect sense that only Jim's and my own prints would be on there. You made that up just now, didn't you? And furthermore, as for the note Jim left for me, do you know exactly when that was? For all we know, he could have left it before I arrived at the office.
It's paranormal order plus an official survival horror supplement.
Ooh.
It's a national system and not in English. Help my friend figure out the system if he needs, since I have the rules book.
Ooh. Sounds pretty cool. The only horror book series that I really know of that's popular here in America is the Cthulhu series.
Yeah.
Like Trail and Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah.
Well, we know he could have left it here before I arrived at the office. Like early evening, for example. You saying you failed to notice a note in your doorway? Even geniuses fail at times. I was probably too preoccupied by work-related matters, although that is no excuse.
Now that's just a flat-out lie. There's no way you didn't notice a note that size.
But you can't prove that, can't you?
Say something, Mr. Edgeworth. Back me up here, sir.
Portsmans makes a good point. I can't prove that he didn't simply overlook it. Besides, I have an airtight alibi. Airtight, you say? I only just realized that I had one as we were talking. That's usually a good sign. I guess it would have been better for all of us if I had told you sooner. You have an airtight alibi? That's probably the first thing you should mention when somebody accuses you of something. If memory serves, you came back to this office at around 2 AM, correct? And it was then that you had the unfortunate confrontation at gunpoint with the culprit. But at exactly that time, I was down in criminal affairs. Ask around, I'm sure the other detectives could corroborate my story. It's the perfect alibi. Do you really think that it's that perfect? Like I said, I don't care. Ask around all you like. You'll see for yourself. Detective Gumshoe? Sir, yes, sir. I'll go check out his alibi, sir. Be right back. Mr. Edgeworth, sir. I think we're in trouble. It's just like Mr. Portsman said. The guys down in Criminal Affairs said they saw him around 2 AM. Oh, fuck. Oh. You see. All the evidence point to him being the culprit. Must be a contradictory point in his alibi somewhere. So, I'll just warn you right now. We just have to press him on every statement.
Every statement.
Every statement.
No. Wrong button.
Hold it!
You are correct. It was around 2 AM. Are you sure? It's really important to me that you're spot on with the time. I remember checking my watch then, and make no mistake, it was 2. Oh, giving testimony like I thought. Okay, so you came back to your office around 2. And it was then that you had the unfortunate confrontation at that gunpoint.
Hold it!
It is as you say, however... Yes, however, you are the only one who claims to have bumped into the culprit. So tell me, did you see the person's face? Was it me who saw? It was pitch black, so I couldn't actually see.
Objection!
Oh, come on now, I'm sure you saw something. Try a little harder, why don't you? I'm beginning to feel like I'm the one being interrogated here. Well, it doesn't matter if you remember or not. It only matters that you ran into the culprit.
Hold it!
You paid the Criminal Affairs Department a visit. Aye, up. Right after I left the prosecutor's building, I headed straight for the precinct.
Hold it!
Well, did we go and ask around to confirm your testimony? We did go around. And it was just as I said, right? Yes, sir. A number of detectives said they saw you at around that time. See, I have the perfect alibi. That's the ace I had up my sleeve. Impossible! He actually does have the perfect alibi. Is it though? I was wrong. Why is this sullen look on your face? Can't you say anything back, Mr. Edgeworth? Hey, I think we've reached the end of the line, and it's time to get off this crazy train. Hey, you there! Sir! Please escort the young lady out, but remember, be gentle. Maggie!
Detective Gumshoe!
Is there nothing I can do? There must be a way to turn the situation around. If only I had a clue. Did I miss something that can help me cast doubt on his alibi? I need to calmly think this through one more time, and with logic.
I guess it would be, the first one would be this one, right? This one, isn't it?
Yeah. How'd you come to that conclusion?
Because there's another gun.
You would be correct. Clickety clack! It's got a comic book series of 3 volumes, an upcoming in-universe horror stories book, a video game, and a live RPG tabletop series that started it all, and the system. Ooh. I might want to look into this. Paranormal Order, you said? Is that what... Oh, that was the other voice entirely. There were 2 bullets left at the scene of the crime. One that robbed Mr. Faith of his life. And the one that nearly robbed me of my jacket. However, the murder weapon only showed signs of being fired twice. We both went the same place, didn't we?
Being fired once.
Sorry, but we both went to the same place, right?
Did we?
It's like, how dare he ruin my jacket?
Yeah.
Meaning that this is entirely possible. That a second gun was used in my office tonight. But seeing as how the killer had to steal Mr. Faith's gun, I doubt the killer had another gun up their sleeve. Therefore, the second gun could have been the property of an entirely different person. Yeah. Which could mean...
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. They're doing a live-action Claymore because of the success of the live-action One Piece that is going to be CGI hell. Ugh.
So is it really CGI if it's CGI? Or is it really live action if it's mostly CGI?
No.
That's the one thing that always confuses me.
No, it's animated.
By the by, so they released the trailer for the new Lilo and Stitch live action.
Uh-huh.
Stitch looks still great. But you know what rubbed a lot of people the wrong way?
What?
And I guess, in a way, I kind of understand why.
What?
So you remember the one yellow alien that's always cross-dressing,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they took him out. Well, I don't know if they took him out, but they basically just made it so that he doesn't cross-dress anymore.
That was a whole part of his character.
I know, and it was funny.
It wasn't like he was making fun of it or anything.
No. If anything, he seemed to get into it for a while, like, all right. Which could mean that there was another person who paid a visit to my office tonight.
Maybe the victim and his killer weren't the only visitors to my office tonight.
Well, seems like those are the only two things we got. Supposing there was yet another visitor tonight, that would also resolve the issue of why my shelves were upended twice. We know that the shelves were disturbed once before and once after the murder. There shouldn't be much of a stretch to think it was the work of two different people. Once by the person who stole the victim's gun and then killed him with it. Once again after the murder by our second culprit.
The game is localized. There are English spin-off two-shot sessions. I don't know if the comics are localized or not.
Well, still, I'm gonna look into it. It sounds like fun. A lot of the characters in the cartoon were...
Told him he looked amazing and was doing an amazing job and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not like anybody was making fun of it.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a touchy subject because
No.
it wasn't portrayed as a weird or bad thing, you know?
No, it wasn't.
It was just something that he did.
Yeah, it was just something that he liked doing, and nobody made fun of him for it. So I don't know why that would be taken out.
Because we can't just have one nice thing with Disney live actions.
Yeah.
Who is the owner of the second gun?
It's not like I'm gonna go see it anyway.
The CGI Stitch is like the only good thing about the movie.
Yeah.
If we suppose that the second culprit's gun was the one that was pointed at my back...
Objection!
Hey!
Mr. Portsman, it seems that I need to amend my assumptions regarding this case. Ah, great, so you finally come to your senses.
Mr. Edgeworth!
Sir, what are you saying? This has been a big misunderstanding on my part from the start.
Also, one of the streams of that two-shot broke the current viewership record for the tabletop RPG category in Twitch.
Ooh.
That's interesting. Taking away his cross-dressing is taking away a core feature of Agent 47, who is able to change clothes to assassinate his next targets.
Hitman. Kelsey's EP.
I am EP.
So yes, this has been a big misunderstanding. I had assumed that the person I ran into was the killer, but that may not be the case. What do you mean? The person I ran into was just your average thief. Thief? But, sir, doesn't that cause some sort of contradiction in the facts? Not at all. It simply means that the killer was someone else. And it means that in actuality, two culprits stole into my office tonight. What do you mean, two? Explains both why my shelves were disturbed twice and how there were two guns. Mr. Portsman tricked Miss Bird and gained entry into my office.
Objection!
Now you're just leading the argument. You still don't have any actual proof, you know. If you could please just go along with my hypothetical scenario for now, Mr. Portsman. In the end, if you really are innocent, you should have nothing to worry about. Now then, returning to my scenario, Mr. Portsman was out to steal something from me, which is why he checked my secret safe and ransacked my shelves. This is the first time. So then, this would be the files that were put back in the wrong order, right? Correct. And then, just when he was about to look somewhere else. Who should walk in but his own partner, Mr. Faith? But why did Mr. Faith come into your room, sir? Probably had business with Mr. Portsman, which is why he was in the area. But that's when he noticed sounds coming from my office, would be my guess.
Oh, because you were supposed to be away, right?
And he must have thought it was odd, so he came into this office to check it out. Correct. And as a detective, that was the right thing to do.
But when he came in, he found his own partner standing there.
Because it was Mr. Portsman, Mr. Faith probably let his guard down. but Mr. Portsman was not so merciful as to let him leave alive. He waited for a chance and stole Mr. Fate's gun from him, and then... he killed him. He silenced Mr. Fate for catching him in the act of stealing.
Anything the game Enigma of Fear is worth checking out. It's even got English voice acting.
Sure. Yeah, here, keep going. This was the moment in which the first shot was fired, the one that landed in my files. Following that, Mr. Portsman wiped the gun down and left it behind as he made his exit. He could afford to do that because he had also left the fate-dying message behind. You're such a complicated troublemaker, you know that? Well, if things were as simple as that, then it would all be solved. However, there was yet another visitor to my room, and this is where it gets complicated. There was another visitor, sir. Yes, and this other person's objective was also to steal something from me. Now then, even after Mr. Portsman left, the door to my office remained unlocked. However, this visitor had no way of knowing that, so they stole the master key from the security guard's room, then entered my room and searched through my shelves. This was the second time they were disturbed, and it seems the thief found their prize. The stolen 0 file, right, sir? Correct. Only just as the thief was about to leave with the file, I appeared. The thief then threatened me with their own gun and made their escape. The second bullet would fire during that brief encounter. So the shelf's getting messed up twice in the 2 bullets. It was all because of 2 different people doing those things at 2 different times. Sorry you asked for the system and you opened my National Treasure TTRPG Yap box. No, that's cool, man. Because I actually genuinely wanted to know. It's not yapping if I actually want to know. You know?
Yeah.
Precisely. Now do you see, Mr. Portsman? The person I met is just a thief, and was not, in fact, Mr. Fate's killer. Your alibi for the time frame in which I ran into the other person is now irrelevant. Because we now know that the murder took place during the first culprit's visit.
Objection!
Ha 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 ha! What's so funny, pal? Absolutely splendid. Your scenario explains everything. Yeah, of course it does. It's Mr. Edgeworth, after all. But you know, it still doesn't change the fact that it's all circumstantial. Supposing if, and that's a big if, your theory is right, it would indeed render my alibi, which has withstood scrutiny, mind you, irrelevant. But there is still one defining point of your argument for which you have no evidence.
I'm gonna strangle this guy. He keeps dragging this fucking thing out, and I'm starting to fucking get, my eyes are getting heavy.
It's like, oh god, just stop. Yap. See, this guy's yapping.
God loves to hear his own voice, doesn't he?
Your supposition is that I was the first visitor. Mr. Edgeworth, you can't let him get away with that, sir.
Saudi Arabia's sovereign wealth fund will purchase Pokemon Go as part of a major mobile game company acquisition.
Interesting. What does Saudi Arabia want with Pokemon Go?
I don't know. That's random.
Well, he has a point. I have absolutely no proof at this point. You know what it is? I haven't been able to voice many characters.
Yeah.
I am exhausted.
Don't say that, sir.
I don't believe that. Don't worry, Maggie. I'll do something if I must. You know something? I find your attitude to be somewhat peculiar, Mr. Edgeworth. To be fair, you might have your hands full with the next case. If the person you really met was just a plain old thief, then why is that person not your main suspect? That is, if your theory is correct. shows little of a meta moment? What? Fucking autocorrect. Nick, I'm exhausted. Character in game. Don't say that, sir. I am getting... It's not that I'm getting, like, physically tired, but, like, my voice, I can feel it is starting to go raw.
I'm getting physically tired.
The thief you ran into should be your real suspects then, wouldn't you say? We should be out there looking for the thief right now. They could be still nearby. I hate to repeat myself, but as I already said, I was cleaning in my room. And when Jim came to deliver some evidence to me, I was down in criminal affairs. So I can't be expected to know what happened around here after I left. Do you think we should be out there looking for the thief? Of course! Now isn't the time to be having these dead-end discussions. I don't think it's all that dead-ended. I found your alibi to be fascinating. Let's continue where we left off, shall we? I knew he was lying. I knew he was here, at the scene of the crime. Just have to find a way to prove it. Just gotta crack this nut a little better. Okay. So now, we press... Let's just speed the things along. Let's press the fourth statement.
Hold it!
You said you want to experience and in voice acting. Well, you're kind of doing it right now. Yeah, I know, except... Woof. Hey, anybody out there want to hire me? Come on! Help! Anyway, why didn't you go there with Mr. Faith? That's because he said he was tired and was going to take a quick nap. You know those sofas in the hallway. He likes to sleep on those. It's one of his habits.
Yeah, apparently it's also gumshoes.
And what of the evidence he brought? Yeah, they were things related to yesterday's case. Just 2 items, a gun and a pen. Interesting. This piece of testimony seems too crucial to let slip through the cracks. Aha! Well, this is the statement. So now, bring up the evidence. What contradicts that? I'm gonna go say hi to somebody else, and they'll probably be it for you guys after this, so I'm gonna say good nights now. You guys have a good one.
Alright, have a good night.
You have a good night too, Amatsu. If you're still around, though, afterwards, I might raid Dave, assuming he's still streaming. Help out the friendos. I'm at 6%. Need a hint? A new episode.
Yep.
We're gonna have to watch that later. Sorry. So, do you want a hint? Ooh, thank you. I'd appreciate that. Because, yeah, if he's still streaming, I'll rate him. He's still streaming? Awesome.
Yeah, I need a hint.
Alright, so... check the note. Go ahead and read it. Ooh, that's okay. You brought 3 pieces of evidence. Slap him.
Objection!
Slap his pee-pee.
Only 2 pieces. I believe the proper phrase here is, you fail. Excusez-moi? You fail as a prosecutor, Mr. Portsman, as you intend to keep evidence hidden from me. What are you talking about? I haven't hidden anything from you. Well, here's a piece I think you should read. Carefully.
Ah! It says that Mr. Faith was bringing 3 pieces.
Yes, and this is the victim's real dying message to you, Mr. Portsman. Hey, I can't believe to get tripped up by simple arithmetic. Where's the missing piece of evidence? You have it, don't you? Only the guilty would make such a face. You alright?
Mm-hmm.
Detective Gumshoe? You don't have to say it, sir. I'll pat the guy down from head to toe. Bend over. Ah! Don't come any closer! I'm warning you! It's all part of the investigation, pal. But don't even think about stopping me.
That one SpongeBob moment.
Bend over. No! You went too far! Hey, what's this? He had this on him, sir. How the fuck did he fit it up there? Despite what you said, it would appear that you have something to hide. But why would he hide something like that? There's only one reason why anyone would hide evidence of this caliber. Because it would unequivocally point to that person himself as the real killer. Let's examine this videotape in a little more detail, or the section of the tape that will drive the last nail into his coffin. AG8 incident. Oh! Want to take a examine of that? KG8 incident. That's a police case number, sir. Does that mean this video is evidence from that case? Interesting. However, what's recorded on this isn't what's important right now. Let's give the casing a thorough once-over. So now that's blood, baby. Ah, that's blood, isn't it? Yes, and I believe this is what the good prosecutor was trying to hide from us. This blood is still fresh. You mean, this might be Detective Faith's blood? No, you've got it all wrong! No amount of denial can save you. We have but to run a blood test to find the truth. You told us that you had received evidence from the victim earlier. Now you will tell us when and how did the victim's blood find its way onto this video?
Yeah, it's totally suspicious!
Was it at the moment of his death? Did Detective Faith have this videotape on his personage when you killed him? You know very well there's no way to prove that. Not even if we were to examine this tape for fingerprints? If I had to take a guess, I'd say that the only ones on here would belong to you, the murderous you, and Mr. Faith. No, impossible! Oh god, he swallowed it.
I think he just died.
I mean, you deserve it. Mr. Portsman has been placed under arrest for the murder of Detective Buddy Faith, sir. Very good. And the results we got back from the lab techs on the tape turned out to be real solid, sir. Blood work came back, and it was definitely Mr. Faith's blood on there. And as a bonus, they were also able to lift a few of Mr. Faith's fingerprints as well.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Edgeworth. I still can't believe I got to see your cool deduction skills outside the courtroom. I'm impressed beyond words, sir.
It was nothing. I'm just sorry you were caught up in a murder in my office. Please accept my apologies.
Oh, it was nothing, really, compared to what I've been through. I mean. I consider myself lucky that it was only a burglary and a murder this time, sir.
That's twice now, hon.
If it had been a holdup or a hostage situation, I'd have thrown my hands up in the air. I think I'm finally rising up from a goddess of misfortune to just an unlucky person.
It tells me we should have hired a different person for security detail. You know something, sir? That Mr. Portsman really was one corrupt prosecutor. Why would you say he was corrupt? Well, I heard there was a number of suspicious things related to his court cases. There's even rumors about how some of the evidence he uses is forged, sir. Forged evidence, huh? And they say even decided not to prosecute a few cases for some really vague reasons.
Ooh, that guy was a complete disgrace to the entire profession.
I never did get around to asking what his reason was for breaking into my office. Yeah, whenever we got near that topic, he just clamped up. Though we can be pretty certain that it was to steal something. Yeah, that's just between you and me, sir. There's a rumor that there's some sort of huge organization involved in behind the scenes. Oh, well, well. With Mr. Portsman not willing to divulge anything, it certainly lends credence to that rumor. It would seem that we haven't heard the last of this. Huh, then Mr. Portsman isn't the bad guy. I didn't say that, but rather there's still many more mysteries for us to solve. For example, we still haven't figured out the significance to this piece of evidence. The stolen file.
Yeah.
Take that!
The person who stole this file, the other villain of the night. Yeah, I wonder who it was. And what happened to the stolen pages? I wonder, who in the world was that held me up at gunpoint? Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Yes? I came across this while I was processing your office earlier, sir. This can't. Oh, what is it, sir? Is that a bird or something on there? It's not just any bird. This is the mark of the raven, a three-legged raven. Even you should know what that is, detective. Oh, it's, about that thing, is it? That great thief that everyone's talking about. Yes, is the mark of the great thief, Yatagarasu. For the mark of the legendary bird, the Yatagarasu is a noble to the end, a modern Robin Hood. Labeled mysterious and phantom-like, the Yatagarasu appears and vanishes at will. Though we don't know much about this thief's ultimate goal, we do know the targets. The Yatagarasu likes to find and make public evidence of corrupt dealings in all sorts. The theft is always performed in silence and always with perfection. Once a target is chosen, no dramatic calling card or announcement is sent forth. Instead, the chosen corporation is infiltrated without even the target noticing. Some days later, the evidence that was found is sent out to the mass media, along with this single card. Although it has been a while since the Yatagarasu's last appearance. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, look, something's written on the back. What? Let me see. That's the location of where the thief put the stolen files. The person who stole the contents of the file was the Yatagarasu.
Was he able to read that?
I don't know. The Yatagarasu organization. Quite a few key words are popping up in this mystery. Murder in my office. Returned the great thief Yatagarasu. Looking back, I can't say I didn't see these events coming. For they were heralded by the incidents that began to occur 2 days ago.
The end.
For now.
For now.
That case actually went on a lot longer than I remember.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll say. Oh my god.
You alright?
I am tired.
Massage time?
Well, yeah, and also just, I'm actually just feeling eepy.
Okay. Well, drop that save. Turnabout Airlines. Do you want to stop there and then we'll pick it up from... Alright.
Yeah.
So we'll go into the very next case as soon as we load the game. Alrighty then. Well, everybody, we're back to the Ace Attorney series.
Yep.
Sorry to get to voice many characters. It was basically just all me.
I got to voice one character. It's fine.
It's okay. Next case, you'll voice a lot more characters.
Oh, boy.
I think there'll be an actually even 50-50 split.
Okay.
Alright then. Well, 'twas fun, everybody. So,
Yeah.
Masked, Mega Cat, Death Knight Dave, who we're probably going to go see. Beat the Neon, Mafioso, Prince. Happy birthday, my dude.
Happy birthday.
And on the Twitch side, Amatsu. We had, I Got Tats was in here. Prince again.
Prince.
Breeze of Oneette.
Yeah.
Mafioso. Masked again. There were more. Yep. Saw that. Yep. And thank you for the follow, Mafioso.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate that. Not you, because you're a bot.
Grimy Mike.
And yeah, I got stats. Did someone shoot his dick off? And it's like, he was shot in the stomach. It looks like the dick.
It does.
Alrighty then. Everybody, y'all have yourselves a good night.
Have a good night, everybody.
Kelsey and I will be hanging out at a friend of ours. Well, my friend, your family, technically.
Yeah, my sister.
Yeah.
And my brother-in-law.
Yeah. And, yeah. So, with that in mind, let's...
Return of Edgy Boy.
Yes. Let's bring it over to dear old Dave.
Yeah.
Not the YouTube people. The YouTube people, unfortunately, can't follow us.
Yeah.
Dave. There he is.
Death Knight Dave don't feel so hot, but still looks his best.
Ah, God damn it! There, I've got to swat a bothersome fly. Oh wow, I could do it straight from here. Hell yeah! Ha ha! The perks of being a mod on Dave's channel. Alrighty then. So the YouTube people, I will see you, and the Twitch people, we will see you next week.
Yeah. What is he playing?
It's a game called Yeez. Yeez.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I've heard of, like, there's a lot of games in the series. I mean, this is the 9th, apparently.
Yeah, I've heard.
So,
I've
yeah,
heard
that's crazy.
It's crazy.
All right. But, yes, we'll end it on YouTube right now. And we'll be probably at this again next week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, then, everybody. It's been fun.
All right.
Good night.
Have a good night.
Goodbye, YouTube.
Goodbye.
And don't worry, Kelsey will have that thumbnail soon.
Yep.
And it'll be a massive improvement over anything I can make.